Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. The show is about to begin.
Now for the main event. Fight.
We're all the fights happen.
Live from the beautiful Lake Charles Event Center in Lake Charles, Louisiana, this is AKA 51, presented by Bishop Promotions. We welcome you cage side on the call here tonight. He is the UFC's very own Matt Danger Snell. I'm Tyler, not so dangerous Moody, ready to guide you through all of the action here at AKA 51. And taking center stage in our main event, it's two fighters with UFC aspirations, one fight with UFC implications. Alecko Sagliani taking on Hunter Smith.
Yeah, Alecko Sagliani, this is a very compelling matchup coming all the way from Las Vegas, Nevada. The Jordanian striker coming to batter down the doors of Hunter Smith. Hunter Smith trying to defend the motherland right here in Lake Charles, Louisiana.
Yeah, Lake Charles' favorite son, Hunter Smith. And I'll tell you what, one thing this week, Alecko said he's coming here to burn down Lake Charles. Hunter Smith will have to fend off the coming intruder. We just talked about two veterans of the fight game. We're talking about two guys who had very famed amateur careers getting ready to make that professional walk for the first time tonight in our co-main event. Isniaris Reyes taking on Nevin Dreyhouse, another one of Lake Charles' favorite sons.
Yeah, this is another great fight. Two guys making their debuts, wanting to get their pro careers started off the right way. Is Reyes a former member of the Cuban wrestling team, Cuban national wrestling team, a great wrestling background, and we know what to expect with Nevin. He's fought so many times here in Lake Charles. A bright, talented kid who I believe is a blue-chip prospect.
Yeah, two guys with a lot of talent. Tonight, they'll do it for the first time as professionals. What's one fight that you're looking forward to that's maybe not getting the shine as some of these, the co-main and the main?
Yeah, so a fight that fell apart earlier in the week. Last second, C.J. Henney stepped up on 3 days' notice to fight Donovan Manuel. I just wanted to give a little bit of love to that because it's a tough thing to step into, a tough competitor in Donovan Manuel. C.J. Henney, good, solid skill set, a good grappler. He's going to bring it tonight.
This is one guy that always steps up, and I promise you tonight, Dynamite's going to be stepping in the cage. I know he'll show off those dance moves. For Matt Schnell, I'm Tyler Moody. Time to turn it over to Dynamite David Hardy.
Welcome, everyone, here to the Lake Charles Event Center in Lake Charles, Louisiana, and welcome to AKA 51 here tonight in Lake Charles, Louisiana. The stage is set. The lights are bright. This is American Kombat Alliance, where the stars of tomorrow shine tonight. And now, Lake Charles, the wait is over. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's go time! And here comes your first fighter, Brendan Vasquez.
Take the stage, Brendan Vasquez out of Corpus Christi, Texas, representing Texas Style Training Center, training with Patrick Ybarra. What can you tell us about Brendan Vasquez making his way here to Lake Charles?
Brendan Vasquez, 0-1 as an amateur mixed martial artist, coming out to kickbox for us here tonight. This kid's been chomping at the bit. He's one of the guys that Patrick Ybarra has hit me back up for over and over again. Please get this guy matched. It was difficult, but finally came together eventually. And a sharp competitor, you got to expect he's going to have a good, well-rounded skill set training with the likes of Patrick Ybarra. The guys from Corpus Christi, you know they can bring it.
Yeah, Patrick's got a really good stable of guys. Later tonight, we'll see another one of his prospects fighting Agbor Benafunde. That'll be Cole Knapp, so look forward to that later on tonight. But right now, it's about Brendan Vasquez, who is clearing the commission check down spot as we speak, getting ready to step in for this kickboxing matchup at 150 pounds against Brendan Banks. Exciting night here tonight, Matt. Lake Charles has been very good to us. We've got a great card in store for the fans watching on YouTube. Shout out to those of you watching on YouTube. Always want to give you guys some love.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome his opponent to the cage. Put your hands together for Brendan Banks.
Brendan Banks about to make that walk for this 150-pound kickboxing matchup against Brendan Vasquez. A battle of two guys with just one different letter in the name. Brendan versus Brendan. This is going to be a great matchup here. Brendan Banks, one of those hometown heroes that'll be showcased on this card here tonight out of Lake Charles, Louisiana, representing Performance Evolution. You can see he's got some swagger to him, Matt Schnell.
Yeah, he's making the most of this catwalk here, doing his thing, coming on down. Brendan Banks, a talented guy, very athletic, very dynamic. It'll be interesting. I've seen most of his fights as mixed martial arts fights. Tonight he's keeping it in the kickboxing realm, and I think it's something that is one of his strengths, so I'm interested to see how this fight plays out with Brendan Banks only striking.
Yeah, good way to get things kicked off tonight. A little bit of kickboxing. We're going to get into the MMA portion as the night progresses. And there's a look at Hunter Smith right there, who will be cornering Banks in this fight. Hunter Smith, of course, in our main event tonight. You want to make sure you are here for that one. Brendan Banks, 22.
Looking really cool.
Yeah, looking very good. He's going to be ready to go tonight against Aleko Segliani. Brendan Banks, 22 years of age, 5'8", checked in at 150 pounds for this kickboxing matchup. Nearly ready to go with our first fight of the night here at AKA 51 from the Lake Charles Event Center in Lake Charles, Louisiana. Banks about to cross that threshold. He's into the cage and ready to do battle. Banks and Vasquez set to get things kicked off in Lake Charles. Banks trying to defend home turf, the first of many hometown fighters here tonight in Lake Charles. Also, shout out to our beautiful ring girls here at AKA. Always want to give them some love as well. Banks and Vasquez are set. Time for Dynamite to take over and get these two gentlemen ready for war.
Here we go, fight fans, kicking things off here at AKA 51. 3 2-minute rounds of amateur kickboxing. It is going to be a lightweight division fight, a catchweight of 150 pounds. And now, introducing your first fighter. Fighting out of the Bayou Raps blue corner. This man is a kickboxer representing Texas Style Fight Club. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 150 pounds. Fighting out of Corpus Christi, Texas, here is Brendan Vasquez. And now, introducing his opponent. Fighting out of the EMD red corner. This man is a kickboxer representing the Performance Evolution Fight Team. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 150 pounds. Fighting out of Lake Charles, Louisiana, here is Brendan Banks. Your referee in charge of the action when the cage door closes, Mr. Kerry Mullins.
Ready to go here at AKA 51 with our first fight of the night, and we are officially underway.
Nice low kick to start the fight out for Vasquez. Good cross, finds the target for Brendan Banks. 2 left legs in succession.
Yeah, Banks looking good with those kicks as well. That right hand over the top, look, it had some power on it as well.
Nice teep up the middle from the back leg.
See Vasquez Switching effortlessly between those stances. Nice low kick there from Banks.
Banks switching stances too, and just keeping his range, keeping his distance, making it difficult for Vasquez to make up the space. Vasquez still trying to find his range.
Banks goes southpaw right there, lands a couple times, looking up top with the high kick.
High kick for high kick.
About 1 minute into this fight. Scheduled for 3 threes, I do believe.
Brendan Banks, nice swiping left hook to the body, finds the target. Another left hook up top from Banks, teep to follow.
Vasquez nearly walked into that left hand. I'll tell you what, Banks is doing a great job of firing a punch and following it up with a teep or a high kick even.
I kind of referenced it to begin with, but I've always viewed it as Brendan Banks' strength is his striking. He's athletic. He does a good job of moving in and out. Nice cross to the body from Vasquez.
Good work to the body there a moment ago by Vasquez. Banks staying out of range of those attacks.
And Vasquez doing good work here. You know, the punches he's sending, I like the punch selection. He's just having a hard time making up the distance.
There's that teep again from Brendan Banks.
That one to the face. Inside low kick.
And you're right, right now it's Banks and his management of the distance that's really sticking out to me watching this one, Matt.
Competitive first round.
Competitive first round, so we're scheduled for 3 twos here. Again, kickboxing rules, so 3 2-minute rounds. It felt like Banks maybe had the better moments in that first round. Really, the distance was a problem for Vasquez to navigate through those first 2 minutes.
It definitely was, and I think for Vasquez, he needs to make it ugly. You know, he's having a hard time making up the space. Banks doing a good job just with his footwork and keeping his range, keeping it where he's comfortable, where he can see. But yeah, I think Vasquez needs to maybe make it a little ugly, feint his way in a little bit, make up that distance to have a little more success. Competitive round. He's not far off, but Banks definitely in control that round.
Yeah, Banks doing a good job changing stances and getting his attacks going from each side as well. We'll see what round number 2 has to offer. You can see Patrick Ybarra giving Vasquez some pointers in between rounds. We'll see if they come out with a different approach here in round number 2.
It's a good start for Vasquez to come out. He started the round with a feint. Brendan Banks caught the kick, and it is a kickboxing fight. You cannot catch and clinch. Good low kick from Vasquez. Need more of that low kick. It's found. Cut through that thigh a couple of times, and though Vasquez has worn it well, those tend to add up.
We saw him eat a big shot a moment ago, though, when he let that go. Again, though, Banks just managing that distance so well. That's a great inside calf kick from Vasquez.
Solid inside low kick. Vasquez teep up the middle. A little more kick heavy this round from Vasquez. As I say, that big left leg from Brendan Banks.
Vasquez fires back one of his own. Banks back to the teep.
Question mark kick.
No answer on that one for Vasquez.
Vasquez trying to close the distance there with double jab. Brendan Banks just circles. Brendan Banks splits the guard of Vasquez as he extends across.
Great moment there for Banks. Maybe the best one of the fight so far.
Good vision from Brendan Banks. You see, he's just doing such a great job of keeping his range, keeping his eyes open so he can see everything.
Thudding kick to the bicep there from Vasquez.
It was a good moment there. Vasquez kind of switched stances as he makes his way in, able to make up the space.
Ate a check hook as he was coming in that time.
Beautiful straight left hand from the opposite stance.
Banks has some serious power in that left hand.
It's just straight and true, firing it off like a pistol. It's a beautiful punch for sure.
2 rounds in the books in our first fight of the night between Banks and Vasquez. trying to get some corner work here from both of the guys. 2 rounds in the books. Things looking good so far for Banks, I would feel. Vasquez has had his moments as well, but it feels like Banks has been able to get a little bit more of his offense going. He's done a great job switching stances. He's really working effortlessly between conventional and southpaw. That left hand has had some big moments. We saw a moment ago he split the guard and landed a nice shot. And the teep has been there as well for Banks. And for Vasquez, you got to figure out how you're going to close the distance in this third round. That really has been the toughest part of the game to navigate so far. But we'll see what adjustments Vasquez has made for this third and final round.
You ready? You ready? Let's fight! Little stutter step switch kick. Almost another catch return there, but Brendan Banks thinks better.
Both fighters loading up there, didn't let it go. That time Banks lets it go, follows up with the left hand.
Brendan Banks switches stances, finds the straight left hand, snaps the head back of Brendan Vasquez. A little pure way for your troubles.
Banks looking really good. Vasquez did have a nice looking uppercut there, but right now Banks getting the better of this.
You can tell Vasquez has some urgency about him. He's definitely, he knows he's down, and I think he's trying to make something happen here, and that's exactly what he needs to do. Brendan Banks, once again, just doing a good job of not moving back on straight lines, circling.
Banks once again out of range of that kick from Vasquez. That's really just been the story here.
Vasquez had a nice little volley of punches there, but just lost his positioning and allows Banks to circle back to the center. There you go. This is better work from Vasquez. He's trying to, beautiful straight, kind of started that.
Yeah, it was some good work, nice. Really the first time we've seen him string a combo together, get some punches and bunches. That was not ruled a knockdown. That was a slip by Banks. And now it looks like we got a low blow.
I think that was a low blow. I mean, that's unfortunate that happened because Vasquez doing a great job. And the difference that he's, the change that he's made is he was actually cutting off the cage there for a second, allowing him to back Brendan Banks up so that Banks can't use his spry legs and circle and move off. And that's why he was adding up volume there, having some success.
Great coaching for Vasquez to make that adjustment. Unfortunately, it's been a bit spoiled by this low blow that has us in a pause right now. Banks has up to 5 minutes to regain his bearings. He's back to his feet. About 20 seconds remaining in this third and final round. If you're Vasquez, you really got to throw everything at the wall right here.
And again, you can sense the urgency from Vasquez. This is good work from Brendan Banks, applying the pressure back to Vasquez.
Banks trying to put an exclamation point on this fight. Doing a pretty good job of it here.
I'd watch these guys fight a couple more rounds. Good golly, good stuff, good work from them.
Nice embrace there at the end. A fight that you probably feel like Banks certainly had a better first and second round. I do think Vasquez made great adjustments going into that third round. The question will be, was it enough to secure the victory? And, I've talked about it multiple times throughout this. It felt like Banks managing that distance, man. It really was the difference, especially in rounds 1 and 2.
Yeah, I mean, that's how he was able to stay in control, keeping a good amount of distance between him and Vasquez, just able to see everything coming his way. And again, the adjustment that Vasquez made there in the third round was he started cutting off the cage and really had his best moments there. Landed a couple good volleys of punches, and I think that he even knocked Brendan Banks down there. I don't think it was ruled a knockdown, but he definitely clipped that chin before Banks fell.
It was close to being a knockdown, ultimately ruled a slip. But you're right, whenever he was able to cut him off, got him up against the cage, we saw the best work from Vasquez. Let some punches go and certainly had a big moment there in that third round. And then highlighted kind of by that low blow. Banks recovered, and then we went to war for the final 20 seconds.
Banks looks so good, too. I mean, I've seen him fight quite a bit, and he's always impressed me. And he's got an upside-down MMA record, which has always been very confusing to me because I mean, that was a great performance by him tonight. He looked in control. He looked measured, looked like he had been there before.
Dynamite has stepped into the cage. He has the judges' cards in his hand. He's going to deliver your winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of kickboxing action, we are going to the judges' scorecard. Ladies and gentlemen, all 3 judges have seen this bout the same way. Therefore, declaring your winner by unanimous decision. Fighting out of the red corner, Brandon Banks.
Let me do this, or we'll get one after. All right. Brendan Banks, come talk to me, my man. How does it feel to get a win here on your home turf in Lake Charles?
I got no other words than Lake Charles. I'm home. Y'all got a new son. It's time to start showing up for me.
Let's talk about this fight, obviously. I feel like you did a great job managing your distance. Was that kind of the game plan coming in? It really felt like you had control, especially in the first and second round.
Absolutely. Even in the gym, you can ask Austin, you can ask anybody I train with. Managing the distance in my boxing, that's my best 2 skills. So my game plan was to come in, play the distance game well, because I know I can beat anybody there. And I wanted to work the body, get them tired, and start to let things go my way.
Well, you were talking about Austin. Real quick, give a shout out to your gym and some of your friends and family here.
Man, huge shout out to PE. Huger shout out to Austin. Dude, he's my biggest inspiration in the sport. He ain't gonna let it happen. He's my biggest inspiration. Without him, I don't think I'd ever continue doing the sport, especially with the record I have. He just pushes me, just wanting to be better like him. That's my line. Can I beat Austin today? Can I be 1% better?
The better Brendan tonight. Once again, let's hear it for your winner, Brendan Banks.
So how about in Lake Charles, Louisiana, we kick the evening off with a little amateur kickboxing action. We're still in the prelim portion of AKA 51. It's going to be bigger, badder, and faster all night long. We're going to be foot on the gas like Dale Earnhardt coming out of turn 3 at Talladega here at AKA 51. And now, ladies and gentlemen, moving right along with your next bout of the evening. This fight goes down inside the AKA welterweight division and is being brought to you by the home of the official AKA 51 face-offs last night, Buffalo Wild Wings, right here in Lake Charles. And now, please welcome your first fighter to the cage. Put your hands together for Landon Erickson.
Ready now for Landon Erickson, a southpaw. Going to come out throwing some left-handed shots here tonight, representing Elite MMA and Rise MMA from your neck of the woods, Houston, Texas, Matt Schnell.
That's right, actually from my neck of the woods. Landon Erickson trains over at Rise Wrestling and MMA. Actually, I met him from teaching a class over there. A young man who trains hard, trains all the time, trains every day. I believe he works in a jail as a what do you call it?
Like a guard, a prison
guard?
Like
a prison guard, something of that nature. And a kid that has a bright future, trains all the time, has a well-rounded skill set, is capable of grappling and capable of striking both. Very, very long, good range. Does a good job of keeping his range, and he's going to need to do that tonight. Obviously, being the southpaw competitor, he's going to be looking to land that big straight left hand. Got my boy Micah in his corner tonight. and his other coach from Elite MMA, and looking to put on a good performance and make his debut with some style.
That's right, ready to make his debut here tonight. 6'3", 170. I mean, a lot of these guys at 170, 6'3", it's a lot of height. He's got a long reach. You can see it there as he's going through the commission checkdown spot. And I'm sure that's difficult for opponents to deal with, not only fighting a southpaw, but he's got that long reach as well.
Yeah, definitely has a long reach, and is going to need to put it to use fighting a guy tonight that's a little bit, a little bit lower in his level. And I think that's always what you run into when you're a taller, longer fighter. But also being a southpaw, dealing with orthodox fighters all the time. These guys typically do well, especially with extending that straight left.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for his opponent. Please welcome to the cage, Jalen Johnson.
Jalen Johnson, the Reaper, a freestyle fighter representing the Shed Training Grounds in Maurice, Louisiana. Getting set to make that walk. One of those Louisiana boys getting set to take on one of the Texas guys. What more can you tell us about Jalen Johnson, Matt?
Yeah, Jalen Johnson making his debut, rocking a great mustache. What do you expect from the guys from the Shed MMA? I mean, these guys, they kind of look like spitting images of each other. Look, there are 3 of them lined up, coming out. Athletic guys that are well-trained, trained by Elliot Hebert. You know that they typically come in with a well-rounded skill set, can grapple, can strike. You know they're sparring hard rounds, doing the right things, staying in shape. And many of them are just an extension of Elliot and what he does and the work that he's putting in. Elliot also cross-trains over at War in Houston, Texas, so I tend to see him quite a bit, and always doing the right things, a guy who leads this group, and these guys come out, they always fight hard and always look the part.
Elliot, one of our champions here at AKA, so you know the guys that are training with him are getting some of the best work in the state. And tonight it's about Jalen Johnson, though, as he prepares to take on Landon Erickson. And we mentioned it, look, Erickson 6'3", Johnson coming in at 5'9", so there will be quite a bit of a height discrepancy in this fight. We'll see how that plays out as these two are set to go toe-to-toe for our second fight of the night here at AKA 51. A beautiful look at the Lake Charles Event Center. So happy to be back down here in Lake Charles. The city's been so good to us. Tonight, though, it's the Lake Charles Event Center, and I'll tell you what, this is a gorgeous building and a great place for a fight. And right now, it is Landon Erickson and Jalen Johnson getting set to take center stage.
Here we go, fight fans. 3 rounds of mixed martial arts action inside the AKA welterweight division. This fight's being brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings right here in Lake Charles. And now, introducing your first fighter, fighting out of the Bayou Raps blue corner. This man is a southpaw representing Elite MMA and Rise MMA. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Houston, Texas, here is Landon Erickson. And now, introducing his opponent. Fighting out of the EMD red corner. This man is a freestyle fighter representing the Shed Training Grounds in Lafayette. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Maurice, Louisiana, here is Jalen the Reaper Johnson. Your referee in charge of the action when the cage door closes, Mr. Basil Bam Bam Machub.
First assignment of the night for Bam Bam. He's got the courtesy of reffing this matchup between Johnson and Erickson, and we are officially underway with our second fight of the night. And I'll tell you what, Erickson getting right to it.
Well, Yeah, Landon getting to work quickly here. Jalen Johnson kind of stormed at his castle a little bit. Nice work here from Erickson early on. Good teep up the middle. Might have gone low. I like how he has come out and he's just flicking that jab. Beautiful. Straight finds the target. Another jab cross to the chin for Landon Erickson. Beautiful inside low kick there.
Johnson returning one of his own.
He sure did with vengeance. Outside low kick from Johnson.
And Johnson attacking the inside, then the outside. Erickson, nice kick of his own. You see he is also switching between stances as well. Came out southpaw. We've seen some conventional, nice right hand from Erickson.
Such clean work, switching stances seamlessly and just extending those straight punches, keeping his range. Big looping overhand right, skips off the guard of Landon Erickson. I'm really impressed by the volume Erickson's putting out there.
There's another overhand right from Johnson that nearly found its home. Instead, he ate a left hand from Erickson.
Kind of a looping left hand that just looped its way around the guard. Again.
Another nice shot and knee up the middle as well from Erickson. Best moment of the fight so far for Landon. Another good calf kick. I'll tell you what, whenever Johnson gets caught up against the cage, though, you can see Erickson's looking for some shots to finish him. A good shot to the body right there.
Again, Erickson doing a good job. Jalen Johnson trying to create the body lock. Erickson separates.
2 minutes gone in this first round. Nice
Again,
right hand.
Again, switching stances as he makes his way in.
Back to southpaw for Erickson.
I like the subtle level change feints Erickson's putting out there too. Just trying to read the reaction of Jalen Johnson.
Johnson loading up on that right hand.
Jalen Johnson needs more of that. He cannot fight Landon Erickson off his back foot.
Well, and that's been the best moments for Erickson when he kind of rushes in and really takes the fight to Johnson, gets him backed up against the cage. There it is once again.
A little blitz there from Landon. Beautiful, catches the kick, sweeps the leg on top here.
Final 10 seconds.
That was really a nice technical stand-up there from Jalen Johnson in a chaotic situation. Finds his way back to his feet. Strong round from Landon Erickson. What a way to start his amateur career.
Yeah, it didn't look like there was any nerves for him. As soon as he came out, it looked like he was ready to throw. Johnson kind of rushed him, and it looked like Erickson was ready to go, but didn't feel like there was any nerves for that debut for Landon Erickson. Certainly had the better round. His moments happened quickly. There's like 3 or 4 good moments. Like you said, when he came in blitzing, he was really getting some good work done.
Absolutely, and I think that's kind of the trick for Jalen Johnson. He needs to make up the distance, make it ugly. If we keep it at range and keep it technical, that's where Landon Erickson is having most of his success. I'm very impressed with Erickson, just his punch selection, punching at different levels, using level changes and feints to create openings. Very strong round from Landon. I believe that if Jalen Johnson's going to make up a little distance here, he's really going to have to make it a little ugly.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I'll tell you what, there's a nice little welt already developing under the left eye of Jalen Johnson, something to keep an eye on as we move forward.
Pun intended.
Absolutely. Johnson just so quick with it for being 6'3".
Beautiful exchange there. Erickson definitely getting the better of it.
And he's doing a great job. He's not just letting the hands go. The kicks have been there. That time a left hand finds its mark.
Just squared him up with that straight left, set him back into the cage again with the straight left. That's a beautiful punch that's working so well for Landon. And it's working so well because he's letting it go at the exact right time.
It's a nice left hand from Johnson. He's kind of off balance as he's throwing that, and I think that's just because Erickson's really made him uncomfortable out there.
Erickson doing a great job of fighting well behind his height.
Mm-hmm.
We see so many guys with range and height just coming in and sometimes not utilizing it, but not the case tonight. Landon Erickson maximizing that range and that distance, and also fighting well on the inside. Oh, that's the best punch. That is the biggest punch that Jalen Johnson's landed all night, and let's see if he can keep this momentum.
Yeah, it feels like it's woken him up. He's smelling some blood here.
Landon trying to shake off the cobwebs, intelligently circling it off, returning with a volley of his own.
Back and forth we go here in the middle of round number 2. Erickson back to that kick.
Oh my gosh, beautiful uppercut, just clips the chin.
Johnson really starting to find a home with those shots. Looks like it feels like maybe Erickson's gassing just a little bit. Obviously, he ate some big shots as well, but Johnson's starting to pick up the pace.
I don't think so. I think just as the fight's worn on, he has become maybe a little more hittable, and because of that, Jalen Johnson just able to kind of create a little momentum for himself.
Nice left hand once again from Johnson.
And the reason I say I don't think he's gassed or anything, he's not breathing heavy, but he's definitely taking some harder shots in this second round. Jalen Johnson smelling a little blood in the water. Goes for a level change. Big slam for Jalen Johnson. Landon Erickson needs a mount escape here, and he gets to it, but Jalen back to mount quickly.
20 seconds left to work for Johnson, in a great position here in mount.
This is tough to deal with for a young amateur who was in control and having so much success. Now Jalen Johnson pouring on offense, and this is tough.
Close to being stopped. Bam Bam Majub looking on closely, and that's going to be the horn. Wow.
I would not have been upset if he would have stopped it right there. You got to believe Jalen Johnson walking to his corner feeling good about the end of that round.
What a turn of events in round number 2. It felt like Erickson was totally in control in the first round. Had everything working for him, and you said Johnson had to make it kind of ugly. Here's a look at that takedown, just securing.
He did just that, and to be perfectly honest, I would not have urged him to score a takedown right there, and I almost said something, but he got busy once they hit the mat. He didn't rest, and he was able to score the takedown. Oftentimes we see guys getting stung with punches. They go for a takedown, it gets shut down. The guy's able to circle off and get his wits back about him. That's not what happened this time. What a round for Jalen Johnson. Landon Erickson really going to have to dig deep here, and that's why we let these boys fight the fights.
Jalen Johnson quickly off the stool to rally the fans here in Lake Charles behind him, and he has woken them up with that second round.
I think it's very important for Landon Erickson to stay on his feet this round. It seemed to me once Jalen Johnson was able to score the takedown, Landon really didn't have many answers as far as his grappling was concerned.
Yeah, Jalen moved into mount effortlessly. Let's see what this third round has in store.
Look at Landon, and again, going back to thinking that he just looks so sharp. He's not breathing heavy. He's right back to fighting long and keeping Jalen at the end of things.
He was breathing pretty heavy in between rounds, though. I will say there was certainly some deep breaths over there from him. We'll see. Obviously, when you take the damage, it makes it that much worse. And here comes Johnson once again in the third, excuse me.
Something Landon was doing so well early on in the first round was feinting the jab, feinting the level change, and it really kept Johnson uncomfortable. Beautiful, another straight left hand, and again, just extends that left hand, shoots down the pipe like a piston. Good defense there from Landon.
Erickson starting to gain some momentum back here in the third round.
Again, this is his fight. If he can keep it nice and technical. What a fight, these two guys.
Johnson's corner calling for a takedown. Looks like he's working on one.
Landon needs to keep that pressure on the head of Jalen Johnson. Works to his whizzer here, gets his legs pulled out from under him a little bit. The Landon Erickson corner urging him to stand back up.
Halfway through this third round. See what Johnson elects to do here. Erickson trapped up against the cage.
Landon doing the right thing. He needs to get one knee to the fence and start building up from there. He needs to whizzer down as he does it, though, so he doesn't give up his back. Right here, close to giving up the back. All Jalen has to do is kind of circle around. Landon doing a good job of getting to his knees, though. Again, I would like him to whizzer down over here. There's nothing stopping Jalen Johnson from just peeking his head out and taking the back.
Erickson back to his feet, though.
Very nice.
See if Johnson lets this go and elects to strike, if he's going to keep working for it.
I think that's what he needs to win this round, to secure it. He needs to separate here and create some offense.
Erickson trying to land some damage there.
Landon doing a good job here of not giving up a takedown, but he's certainly not winning the position either.
That's going to do it for the third round. A very interesting fight between these two. You had a clear winner in round one with Erickson. Round number two certainly belonged to Johnson. And a tight third round, Matt. I mean, it felt like Erickson came out, got a little momentum back. Obviously, Johnson secured the takedown, but didn't do too much with that takedown. What'd you see in that third round?
Yeah, I mean, a hard one to call. Erickson had some good moments, but he did give up a takedown and was ultimately held against the fence. I'm not sure what the judges are going to say in this one. A great performance by both guys. Great debut. Ultimately, somebody's got to win, somebody's got to lose.
I do not want to be the judges on this one. That third round, very tough to score. And look, it's going to come down to which judge views that takedown, you know, how they view that takedown. It felt like Erickson certainly had a better 30 seconds there to begin the round. Then Johnson secured that takedown. We'll see what the judges have to say about it. Great recovery, though, by Jalen Johnson, because it felt like...
What heart, what grit. I mean, it was looking bleak there for a little bit, but, you know, that's why we love fighting. That's what's so great about it.
And credit to Landon Erickson for withstanding that barrage of shots when he was mounted in that second round. Very, very close fight. Dynamite has the judges' scorecards. Let's declare a winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of hooking and jabbing, scooping and slamming, hanging and banging, we are going to the judges' scorecard. Ladies and gentlemen, the judges have scored this bout this way. Judge number 1 scores the bout 29-28 for Erickson. Judge number 2 scores this bout 29-28 for Johnson. Your third and final judge has scored this bout 29-28 in favor of your winner by split decision. Fighting in the blue corner, Landon Erickson.
Landon Erickson having to go through the fire in that second round to come away with it. Did you think you had enough? You had done enough to get it done there?
Oh yeah, man. Hey, my camp, they've been whooping my ass. They made sure I was right, man, for the camp. You know, I want to thank my people that passed away, Aiden, Gracie, a whole bunch of other people. That's who I'm doing for right now. You know, my family, wherever you are, make some noise. You know, we worked our ass off this whole year to get this fucking win. So, thank you to all my supporters, my fans, my friends, everybody, thank you. I wouldn't have done this shit without you. Thank my coaches. Thank Michael White. You know, those two are brilliant, man. Thank you. And hey, and also, thank Almighty to the Lord and Jesus, man. Thank you.
What's next for Landon Erickson?
You know, we're going to come back probably February, March. We'll pass again. And then, you know, see where we go from there. Proud to be 1-0, though. Hey, and also thank you to my opponent. Thank you. You gave me a hell of a run, man. Appreciate it.
One more time for your winner, Landon Erickson.
I'm Jason Benoit, and this dealership isn't just a business. It's part of who we are. It's part of our family.
That's why every new Jeep or Ram comes with Benoit Care. 3 years or 36,000 miles of complimentary oil changes, as well as our lifetime powertrain warranty, so you can hit the road with confidence. We look after our customers, because that's what families do. Discover the Benoit difference today.
Don't overpay, do it the Benoit way. I'm Jason Benoit, and this dealership isn't just a business. It's part of who we are.
All right, Houston, if you guys want to take your marketing to the next level, you guys got to check out my people right here with Damn Trucks. Check out these awesome trucks. You can promote your business. You can book them for private events as well. They will put whatever information it is that you want on these trucks. I've seen it rolling around downtown Houston, and they are hella bright at night, so everyone can see what your business is. This is next level, guys. Make sure you guys give them a follow, hit them up, get some more information, and get your business right here on Damn Trucks.
And here we go, fight fans, keeping things rolling on the preliminary portion of your card here at AKA 51. Ladies and gentlemen, what a treat we have coming your way. We have got a fantastic fight of Muay Thai kickboxing, and we are bringing out the fantastic female fighters. This fight goes down inside the AKA Women's Muay Thai Bantamweight division and is brought to you by the Townsley Law Firm. And now, please welcome your first fighter to the cage. Put your hands together for Melanie Villalone.
Melanie Villalone set to make her return to American Combat Alliance. And I'll tell you what, she put on a show the last time we had her down here in Lake Charles. So look to do it again here tonight against Whitney Kimball. Melanie Villalone, a dragon-style Muay Thai fighter representing the House of Dragons out of Houston, Texas. And I'll tell you what, Matt, she is a very exciting fighter. All go the last time we had her, no breaks.
No breaks at all. Melanie Villalone, just such a gamer, such a stud, just goes out there and guns them down, looks down the barrel of the gun and lets them rip. I love watching this young lady fight. Every time she comes out, she's a little more fierce. And one of my favorite parts about her is just how she looks so unassuming. And that's just, I mean, you see it happen. It happens from time to time. But she exemplifies that so much. Completely unassuming, but will kill. And I think the last time she stepped out here, just such a great example of her heart, of her determination, of the type of fighter that she is, and I only expect to see much of the same. She's got a tough matchup tonight. I don't think she is a true 135er, but just game and wanting to compete, and was stepped up tonight and faces somebody who I do believe is a true 35er.
5-0 across Muay Thai and kickboxing.
Stud.
At only 18 years of age, she's done a sensational job, and the fight that she had against Haley Diome the last time we were in Lake Charles was sensational. I mean, I said this at the time of the fight. I don't think there had ever been more strikes thrown in a single fight in American Combat Alliance history. That's the kind of pace, that's the kind of action that you are getting ready to watch.
2-minute rounds, too.
Yes, with Melanie Villalone. She is always ready to go.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome her opponent to the cage. Put your hands together for Whitney Kimball.
Whitney the Gunslinger Kimball, rightfully named Whitney the Gunslinger Kimball. A Muay Thai fighter representing Lafayette Strong Martial Arts out of Lafayette, Louisiana. Matt, what more can you tell us about Whitney Kimball, who's going to show up looking ready to go?
Whitney Kimball, she's been doing martial arts for as long as I have. I've known Whitney for a very long time. She's found herself a little home over at Lafayette Strong Muay Thai with John Moreno and company. She looks completely different than what I've seen her look like in the past. So I know she's been working out really hard, definitely training quite a bit, doing very traditional Muay Thai training with John Moreno. He's done extensive time over in Thailand, and a guy that knows his stuff, and I expect to see a lot of action. I'm thinking Whitney's going to clinch up a little bit tonight, use her physicality, try to use her size a little bit, but looking forward to an action-packed fight. She looks great, definitely looks the part. going to be a good one.
34 years of age for Whitney Kimball, 3-1. Checking in at 5'8", 135.7. She will be the taller fighter. She will have the reach advantage in this fight. Look, age, height, reach. There's a lot for Melanie Villalone to have to work through in this fight against Whitney Kimball.
Not to mention, John Moreno's got a really cool beard, and I think it's really important that she goes out there and gets it done, because if not, that was for nothing.
She's got her hair matching Moreno's beard. I mean, look, they came ready to go. That's when the whole team is locked in. You love to see it from Lafayette Strong Martial Arts. Whitney Kimball getting checked over by Chris Hill at the commission check-down spot as she prepares for this matchup against Melanie Villalone. Another look at the beautiful Lake Charles Event Center. Time now for your tell of the tape. Again, 16 years the difference between Kimball and Villalone. And obviously when you're 34, you've had a lot of experience. Maybe there's more fights for Villalone, but the experience will be in Kimball's favor.
Life experience.
Yes, of course, of course. Ready to turn things back over to Dynamite.
Here we go, fight fans. 3 rounds of Muay Thai kickboxing action goes down inside the AKA Women's Bantamweight division. This fight being brought to you by the Townsley Law Firm. And now, introducing your first fighter, fighting out of the Bayou Raps blue corner. This woman is a dragon-style Muay Thai fighter representing the House of Dragons. She stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Houston, Texas, here is Melanie Villalone. And now, introducing her opponent. Fighting out of the EMD red corner. This woman is a Muay Thai style fighter representing Lafayette Strong Martial Arts. She stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Lafayette, Louisiana, here is the gunslinger, Whitney Kimball.
Muay Thai action about to go down here in Lake Charles. Whitney Kimball, Melanie Villalone.
Let's go, Mel.
Ready for our third fight of the night. Villalone getting right to action, but Kimball greets her with a big shot, Matt.
I mean, right where Melanie left off, just launching punch after punch. I would like to see Melanie circle a little bit. Whitney looking very strong in these exchanges. Big overhand right, loops in over the guard of Whitney Kimball. Teep up the middle, another for her troubles.
I promised you a high-paced fight, and we are certainly delivering on that here in the first 30 seconds. Villalone starting to get her licks back.
We know Villalone is game. Whitney just extending that jab. Everything she throws has so much power on it. Good volume here. Big kicks from Whitney Kimball. Skips off the guard of Melanie Villalone.
Kick to the body there from Kimball. What you got for us?
I would love to see. We know that Melanie can keep this pace. This is a difficult pace though for anybody. Let's see how Whitney deals with it. Oh my gosh! And here comes Villalone.
And you're right, it's such a good thing to keep in mind here because we know Villalone has certainly done this pace for a full 6 minutes. Can Kimball withstand this kind of fire?
Whitney having great moments and obviously being very competitive, but I can't help but think that Melanie Villalone is a star. What a stud. Beautiful work to the body there.
Nice shot to the body from Villalone.
Sharp jab from Kimball. She's had some success with that jab in this fight. Big high kick.
Final 10 seconds of round number 1.
Melanie doing such a great job. Even though that high kick skipped off the guard, she passed it off and was able to find some punches in there too. What
Kimball just kind of giving up there at the end, and Villalone wound up, let a fastball go to finish off the round.
In a close round, you know, that last moment really mattered quite a bit because both of them had so much success. And, yeah, it did seem like she just kind of seceded that last couple of seconds. Right there was that moment where Villalone was able to catch the kick, pass it off, and return some offense. Beautiful work. Man, what a fight. These girls are bringing it. They always do.
They always do. Well, I promised you Melanie Villalone was going to bring a war. Look, she's got a smile on her face. She loves this. She absolutely loves it. Big smile on her face as she's out there in this fire against Whitney Kimball. Kimball had some great moments, especially early in that fight. It felt like maybe she slowed down a little bit at the end of round one. This is a crazy fast pace.
It is a crazy pace, and that's definitely what happened. She did kind of a little bit of blood in those muscles as the round went on, and you saw Melanie, much the same as she always does, just keeps that same pace, gunning them down. Man, what a round. Both ladies having success. Hard to know who won. Great optic moment for Melanie Villalone as the round expired.
Ready to go for round number 2. Both fighters are ready. Villalone racing to the center of the cage.
Whitney intentionally, you can see she's trying to slow the pace down, but Villalone will not have it. Huge kick.
Villalone has to be careful, though, because that kick is there, and it's certainly dangerous from Kimball. Looks like the mouthpiece fell out.
Got to get us a fitted mouthpiece, girlfriend. Good work here by Villalone, using the cage. Body, head. These are chopping punches. And again, great optics for Melanie Villalone. Gosh, what a dog.
Kimball trying to work her way back out to the middle.
And I think Kimball doing things correctly tactically, coming out, trying to slow the pace a little bit. But Melanie Villalone just will not have it.
Not having any of that. She wants this thing cranked to 10 the entire time. Both fighters exchange kicks. Villalone staying on the gas. Nice left hand there from Kimball. Halfway through round number 2. Kimball's corner calling for her to get off the cage. Instead, she's eating body shots from Villalone.
And Villalone just doing such a great job with the punch selection. Whitney Kimball having a good moment. High IQ there by circling off the cage, but now she kind of backs up into the other side of it. Melanie Villalone is just inevitable.
You can see it. Kimball certainly starting to feel the wear and tear of this high pace. Final 20 seconds. Good kick to the body from Kimball.
That left leg of Whitney Kimball has been a good weapon for her throughout this entire fight. Melanie gets close with a high kick of her own there.
Nice right hand from Villalone. And just like the first round ended, Villalone starting to score once again.
Those are such great moments to end rounds on. Beautiful work. Both ladies, I mean, gosh, bless it.
Another close round, but another exclamation point from Villalone. Here's that body work. I mean, she was really putting in some good stuff there.
Sensei Will in the corner urging Melanie Villalone to stay behind the jab. You got to expect John Moreno's asking Whitney to do exactly what she tried to do at the beginning of the round, because that's where her most success comes from, is her slowing things down, picking her shots, landing the big shots. Within the chaos of the busy work and the combination punching, you got to, I mean, it's just easy to see that Melanie Villalone is getting the better of those.
Very close fight, though. Both ladies have certainly had their moments. Very emphatic corner over there for the House of Dragons, trying to get Melanie Villalone
Sensei
prepared.
Will looking like a villain off of Pokemon. My dog. Who is that, Giovanni?
Yeah, that's who it is. You absolutely nailed it. Well done, Matt. Well done. Whitney Kimball, Melanie Villalone ready for this third and final round of what has been a very action-packed first 2.
That's called recall.
Yeah.
CTE is a myth. Beautiful jab to the body from Villalone. You see Whitney Kimball putting her mean face on and trying to get it done. You can sense there's a lot of urgency from Kimball here in the third round. Hard kicks.
Yeah, the kicks have really been the best weapon in this fight for Kimball. She has landed some really good left hands, but most of her success has been with the kicks.
That left leg has gotten close quite a few times, and she's doing a good job of putting it to the body sometimes, bringing it up top sometimes. But I'm only here to say it again, Melanie Villalone is inevitable.
Another good kick to the body from Kimball, that time Villalone going up top.
I mean, she is the smaller fighter, and she never stops marching forward.
Halfway through round number 3. Kimball's corner asking her to look for the uppercut.
Shows 6 of them before she lets one go.
She showed it to him for sure. Villalone maybe starting to slow down just a touch herself.
Can it be?
I didn't think it was possible. Let's see what these ladies have in store for the final 30.
So much heart, so much grit from both of these ladies. What a scrap. My Lanta.
Great right hand over the top a moment ago for Villalone. Final 20. Whitney Kimball.
Strong moment from Whitney there.
Yeah, good optics there for Whitney Kimball. Let's see who can pick it up in the final 10.
And these girls are going to gun them until the final bell rings. Melanie Villalone with the knees to the body. What a fight.
Melanie Villalone and Whitney Kimball go toe-to-toe, blow for blow for 6 straight minutes at a high pace. What a fight between these two ladies. Matt's going to step into the cage to do this interview. Will he be interviewing Whitney Kimball or Melanie Villalone? Tough one again here for the judges. I mean, certainly, it felt like early in the fight, Whitney Kimball really had a lot working, but the pace, the gas tank of Melanie Villalone made a difference in round number 2, and then you had a very close 3rd round. Curious to see who the judges hand this one to. All smiles for Melanie Villalone, as always. Got to give both of these ladies so much credit. Went in there and went to war in front of these fans in Lake Charles. Dynamite has the judge's decision in his hand. He's into the cage. Time to declare a winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about a big round of applause for all the heart showed by these two fantastic female fighters. They left it all in the cage here tonight. After 3 rounds of fantastic Muay Thai action, we are returning to the judges' scorecard. Ladies and gentlemen, the judges have scored the fight like this. Judge number 1 scores this bout 29-28 for Villalone. Judge number 2 scores this bout 29-28 for Kimball. Your 3rd and final judge has scored this bout 29-28 in favor of your winner by split decision. Fighting in the blue corner, Melanie Villalone.
There you have it. It's Melanie Villalone showing off that gas tank once again.
Louisiana, I'm here with your winner, a very emphatic Melanie Villalone. Melanie, you impress us every time you step out into this cage. What a performance. Just tell us how you're feeling right now.
I feel great. It's what I love doing. It's my passion, and can't wait to get back in here again.
Melanie, you are all action all the time. How do you train to keep such a pace?
The Dragons, House of Dragons, that's all we are.
House of Dragons, shout out to Sensei Will. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Melanie Villalone.
Congratulations to Melanie for picking up another win, staying undefeated as well. That was a tough opponent. Whitney Kimball coming in with only 1 loss on her record. Look, Villalone was working against the height, the reach, the age, the experience. There was a lot for V alone to go through in that fight, and Whitney Kimball certainly had her moments, and she takes away the split decision victory. You got to point out the gas tank. It's just she does not stop when she gets in the cage, and ultimately that has pushed her record to 6-0 now. We're going to send it back to Dynamite as we get set for intermission.
All right, so how about in Lake Charles, Louisiana? The prelims are in the books. You guys having a good time? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Stop the press, pump the brakes. What in the blue hell was that? This is Saturday night in Louisiana, baby. We getting turned up, we getting crunked up. We gonna have a good time here at AKA 51. So what I need right now, on the count of 3, I want every man, woman, and child, top to bottom, left to right, all the way around. We're gonna blow the roof off of the event center. You with me? Here we go. I want to hear you all on 3. 1, 2, 3. Battery's died. Hey.
Here at Benoit Nissan, we believe that buying a car should feel like you're coming home. My name is Jason Benoit, and this is more than a dealership. This is part of our family.
That's why every new Nissan comes with Benoit Care. 3 years or 36,000 miles of free oil changes, and also a complimentary lifetime powertrain warranty so that you can drive year after year with confidence. We take care of our customers because that's what families do.
Come experience the difference at Benoit. Don't overpay, do it the Benoit way.
All right, after a little technical difficulty. Flyweight division. This fight being brought to you by TSH Peptides. And now, please join me in welcoming your first fighter to the cage. Put your hands together for Angel Pulido.
Back to the action here at the Lake Charles Event Center in Lake Charles, Louisiana, and what a way to bring it back. Angel Pulido, a young man who has put on a show for us the last few times he has taken the cage. The Archangel is a striker representing the House of Dragons out of Houston, Texas. Matt, I know this is a guy you know very well.
Yeah, Angel Pulido, a young man who's got a pair of hands on him. There's no doubt about it. Last time we saw him out, he faced off against Halston Bowman and really was able to put on a clinic against a tough Halston Bowman and show his striking prowess. I anticipate tonight we'll see a little bit of striking once again. His opponent, Jaborian Guidry, also a guy who kind of tends toward the striking, so I expect to see a lot of volleys, much of what we've already seen tonight, a lot of combinations, a lot of volume punching, and this should be a fun one.
A lot of experience for Angel Pulido, 3-2 in mixed martial arts, but he's had a great run in Muay Thai, a two-time Muay Thai champion. He's got a kickboxing belt under his in his records as well. He's had a lot of success. Time to see him really translated here in mixed martial arts. Obviously looked great the last time out against Halston Bowman. We saw him land some big shots against Bowman as he picked up that victory, and he is ready to go here tonight against Jaborian Guidry. Pulido is into the cage, ready to represent the House of Dragons.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for his opponent. Please welcome to the cage, Jaborian Guidry.
The madman, Jaborian Guidry, ready to make that walk here in Lake Charles. Jaborian making his way up the steps, ready to work his way down to the cage. Guidry is a freestyle fighter representing the Shed out of Abbeville, Louisiana. Jaborian Guidry now 1-0 in mixed martial arts, ready to step in there for the second time in this flyweight matchup, Matt.
Yeah, Jaborian Guidry able to get a guillotine finish his last time out. Well-rounded, just exactly what you come to expect from these guys at the Shed, training with Elliot Hebert. He's got Andrew Laverne right there in his corner with him as well. Hopefully Laverne's going to get back to the locker room. He's got to fight here in a little bit. But these guys, they always bring a Jaborian Guidry, a well-built, long, tall flyweight. He's got an interesting build for the division. Let's see if he's able to put that to use tonight. Obviously, yeah, we see the reach advantage. We see the height advantage. A 79-inch reach, good golly. I'm going to have to take out a measuring tape. I got to see that for myself. Good Lord.
I will say it looks like it could be accurate. He's a very lengthy young man, but he'll have a 10-inch reach advantage in
as
this
a flyweight.
fight.
I mean, I'm
insane.
a long flyweight. I've got a 70-inch reach. 79 inches?
That's look, I'm 6'2", and I think mine's like 75.
Outrageous.
So it's really wild.
That's a good reach, too.
That's a good reach.
You
but
should
again,
throw them fastballs,
But
huh?
again, I'm 6'2". This young man, a flyweight. I'm definitely not a flyweight right now, that's for sure. But really excited about this matchup between Guidry and Pulido. Could be one of the best ones of the night.
Here we go, fight fans. 3 rounds of mixed martial arts action inside the AKA Flyweight division. This fight being brought to you by TSH Peptides. And now, introducing your first fighter. Fighting out of the Bayou Reps blue corner. This man is a striker representing the House of Dragons. He stands 5 feet 5 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Fighting out of Houston, Texas, here is the Archangel, Angel Pulido. And now, introducing his opponent. Fighting out of the EMD red corner. This man is a freestyle fighter representing the Shed Training Grounds. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds, fighting out of Abbeville, Louisiana, here is Jaborian, the Madman Gentry. Your referee in charge of the action when the cage door closes, Mr. Chris Hill.
Chris Hill getting the assignment here for Polito and Guidry. Polito in the blue corner, Guidry in the red. Back underway here at AKA 51.
Polito snapping out these outside low kicks just to find his range here early on. Switches stances, waiting in. Sharp jab from Jaborian Guidry.
There's a nice right hand in there from Polito as well, though.
Switch teep right to the belly. Polito kind of engaging in the grappling a little bit. This is a great whizzer. He almost kind of overcommitted and ends up to his back. He was doing a great job of whizzering down. This is strong work here from Jaborian Guidry. We haven't seen Angel Polito grapple too much.
Well, you know, we thought Halston Bowman was going to be able to do that with him. Didn't really get to do much with him. But
Right
I'll tell you what,
straight right hand off the break from Polito.
This right here is what Polito wants to do. He wants to get on the feet and let those hands go. Guidry did end up on top, but he wasn't there for long.
Angel Polito able to build up and do so somewhat competently. I don't think, you know, grappling might not be his strength, but I don't think it's a huge weakness for him either. Good stuff for Angel Polito. He needs to separate here.
He's got that underhook right now. Let's see if he elects to break free. Good job by Guidry to catch that right hand because Polito is ready to let it go.
Polito's corner urging him to separate. Sometimes when you get in there, and the length of Guidry is kind of playing into his advantage right now. He's using those overhooks, keeping some connection. Beautiful inside work from Angel Polito. Jaborian Guidry keeps the back, trying to get a nice little easy dump here.
2 minutes gone in this opening round. Guidry looking for another takedown potentially.
Polito once again just answering this correctly, fighting the hands right now, trying to keep his balance, keep his feet underneath him. Jaborian Guidry with a slick back take.
He won his debut of the guillotine. Looks like he's trying to search for one once again here against Angel Polito.
And this is a dangerous spot for Angel Polito. Jaborian Guidry with an arm trapped, with both arms trapped. Angel able to separate. He needs to start fighting the hands now.
Guidry trying to cinch this up. Tough to tell from that angle how deep it is. Polito doing a good job fighting the hands.
Polito keeping the opposite hand from getting to his neck, but he really needs to fight the choking arm. 10 seconds, and Polito able to escape the choke, and he rolls into the guard of Jaborian Guidry. Let's see if he can make some damage happen, and he does. Wow, good optics. I don't know, though. Ooh. Tough round to score there. Good fight.
I told you I was excited about this one. Polito landed some good shots, but Guidry's grappling looks really good. Obviously did a great job right there. Nearly had the guillotine, but a great job by Polito fighting the hands, not allowing him to lock that submission in.
Absolutely, and Polito just fighting it till the bitter end, trying not to get finished, fighting that choke off, able to turn into the guard there. I would say that Jaborian Guidry, it looks like he does have the advantage in the grappling department, but maybe not by too much. When he's in these dominant positions, Angel has done a good job of scrambling, creating space, getting his hips underneath him, and building up. Right there, just really escaping a very dangerous position with his back taken. And at one point, both of his arms were caught.
Yeah, and not only that, able to escape from it and then get some real damage in there at the end of round number one. A very close round number one. Let's see what round number two has in store.
Punch him in the F word and teeth. Not bad information.
Fans getting going here in Lake Charles.
Switching stances from Polito. Doing a good job. Again, Jaborian trying to work to the clinch. Jaborian's just so long, it's hard to get the separation. Beautiful stuff there.
Right back to it once again for Guidry. This is where Polito wants to work, in the center of the cage.
Tripling up on that calf kick.
Attacking that calf of Guidry is Polito.
Beautiful defense there from Angel Polito. Jaborian Guidry shooting from a mile out.
Yeah, shot from way too far out right there. Polito saw that one and easily stuffed it. But he did a smart thing. Instead of going into the guard, gets back to his feet, right where he wants to be.
Polito has good, solid defensive wrestling fundamentals as well. I mean, as Jaborian enters, switch knee comes close. You can tell he's practiced that a time or two. As Jaborian entered for that level change, Polito doing a good job of whizzing down, turning the hips, circling out, keeping his feet underneath him. Beautiful right hand, low kick right behind it.
That low kick has done some serious damage in this round. I'll tell you what, Polito throwing Guidry around at times.
Just not grappling. He says, nah.
Halfway through round number 2, and Guidry content to just lay on his back. Polito tells him to get up.
Polito looks at the ref and says, up.
Guidry finally letting the hands go.
Trying to wade in right there as Polito separates, able to clip him with a check hook on the break. Back to those chopping calf kicks.
Yeah, Polito really chewing up that lead leg once again there.
It may not look like there's much on them, but those things pay dividends over time.
It's about the 10th one he's landed in this round.
They add up quick. Big looping left hand. Polito getting comfortable now, finding his mark. Has Jaborian backed up on the cage so as that he can't use that range, can't use that 79-inch reach. Back to chopping those calf kicks. Launches the leaping right hook.
Right back to that low kick once again. Guidry looking for that left hand, couldn't find it.
Just so impressed with how comfortable Polito is in there. Loop, the uppercut.
Oh.
Jaborian able to.
Unfortunate, Guidry landed one of his best shots so far in the fight with that uppercut, and then he lands a low blow right behind it.
The grimace of my boy Angel Polito. It did square him right up.
Polito will have up to 5 minutes to recover here. And that one was pretty bad, Matt.
It was flush.
Polito back to his feet. Here's another look at it. Yeah, I mean, that's just right on the money. Not where you want it to be. Good
right
Lord.
In the no-no zone. Back to action. Polito coming out, getting busy. Big right hook. Jaborian Guidry also here for it. A little cut over the eye of Angel Polito. Good work.
Yeah, some blood there for Angel Polito. He just licked it. I mean, that's what you love to see. Gets a
tastes like nickels.
It tastes like pennies for sure. Yeah, he gets on his fingers and just licks it. Great second round though. Once again, Polito doing quite a bit in that round. The smartest thing was he did not go to the ground with Guidry whenever he was given the opportunity. Dealt with the takedown attempt. Obviously, Guidry shot from way outside. Didn't really have a chance to get that one. But Polito saw it, dealt with it, and then got back to his game.
Yeah, Polito doing a better job of anti-grappling this time. Creating space. He's kind of learned that he has to, like when he's in those moments, he's given a little bit of explosion. Using those underhooks to get Guidry off of him. Not just hoping that he kind of finds his way out of it. He was more proactive with his grappling defense that time, and it worked heavily to his advantage. Jaborian Guidry had some decent moments, landed that uppercut right before he landed that cup shot right to the dang ding-dong. You know he's in this fight. It's a good one. Round 3.
Yeah, once again, another close fight here at AKA 51. The fight could be up for grabs here in this third and final round.
Polito coming out, starting the round with feints. Asking him to please close his hands as he enters. Big Superman punch just a little too far.
Polito continuing to chew up that lead leg.
And then he brings it up top. So smart. All fight. Calf kick.
Every time they go to separate, Polito is loading up that right hand. He's certainly been looking for it.
That was a better entry there for Guidry, better timing on it, just didn't believe in it. Polito able to keep the arms separated. Big body shots, good optics for Polito.
Yeah, thudding body shots, now a knee to the body. Polito starting to get it going.
That was right to the breadbasket. I think that one hurt Jaborian.
Clipped him right behind the ear there at the end of that exchange, but Jaborian working for a takedown attempt.
Again, beautiful whizzer. And this time, Angel Polito able to use the cage to his advantage. And that looks like he's going to be able to separate again. Kind of stuck around here, maybe a little too much. This is a lot of time in this round.
Polito may be more content to try and land some damage here instead of separating.
It looks like he's okay with just sitting here and hammer fisting Jaborian Guidry in the side of the head.
Guidry not offering up much as far as defense is concerned. I mean, Polito starting to pour it on here halfway through round number 3.
This is a lot of unanswered shots, and you're right, Guidry just not. Yeah, I think that's a fair stoppage. Beautiful work by Angel Polito. He gets it done once again. TKO victory. What a great performance.
You could see Angel right there looking like maybe he wasn't super happy with the performance, but he did some great stuff there. And this was the first time in the fight that he kind of elected to stay on the ground with Guidry, and for good reason, Matt.
Absolutely.
Angel Polito with our first finish of the night here at AKA 51, and it's well earned. He puts a stoppage to Jaborian Guidry about halfway through round number 3. And you got to give Polito a ton of credit. You know, he was in a bad spot at the end of round 1. Guidry was looking for a guillotine attempt. You would probably give Guidry the first round, even though Polito had his moments. Strong second round for Angel Polito, and then he puts the finishing touches on.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee has called a stoppage to the action at 1 minute 35 seconds in round number 3, declaring your winner, the Archangel, Angel Polito.
What's up, Lake Charles, Louisiana? I'm here with your winner, Angel Polito. Angel, what an excellent performance. We got to see all the skills tonight. Tell us what you thought about it.
First and foremost, I want to say thank you to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Without him, I wouldn't have made it here. My team, House of Dragons, I started fighting. I was suicidal. I didn't want to be here. They introduced me to God, gave me a purpose in life. So I want to thank them first and foremost.
Awesome stuff, Angel. What a performance. House of Dragons on a heater tonight. Take a second to talk about Sensei Will and talk about, I don't think you got to see Mel's performance, but it was a banger.
I heard a bunch of cheers. It wasn't for the other team. But Mel did great. She's a warrior. She beats me and all the guys up at the gym, so everyone else in her division, you better watch out. This performance, it wasn't as clean as I wanted it to be. I wanted to get him out in the first round, but I got overzealous. A lot of stuff's been happening in my life. No excuses. But I came back in the third round, got the finish, showed all my improved skills on the ground, my endurance, my heart of a warrior. In the first round, I was thinking too much. I was getting in my own head. But the head of the dragon, Sensei Will, he brought me out of that hole, and I went over there and burned him in the third round.
I think you're being a little hard on yourself. It was an excellent performance, made a lot of adjustments, did some high IQ stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Angel Polito.
There you have it, Angel Polito with our first stoppage of the night. Sensei Will, or as Matt called him earlier, Giovanni, there in the corner. Great showing for House of Dragons as Angel Polito piggybacks off the performance of Melanie Villalone, and they moved to 2-0 here tonight. Taking care of business was Angel Polito. And I think he was being a little hard on himself there, Matt. That was a great performance. I know he probably wasn't happy to be in a bad spot in round number 1, but he dealt with it properly, and then really started to show off his skills in the second and third round.
I think when he has a chance to watch it back, he'll appreciate it a little bit more. Great stuff by Angel Polito. Looking forward to seeing that guy doing it a time or two more here in the AKA cage.
All right, so let's keep this crazy train rolling down the tracks. All you ladies out there, ladies, if you got your hair done, your nails done, you're smelling good, looking good, feeling good, make a little noise for old Dynamite, ladies. Let me hear you one time. All right, not too bad, not too bad. Now, fellas, Fellas, if you looking buff, feeling rough, and you know you got the stuff, let me hear you one time, fellas. Let's make a little noise in here. All right, not too bad. Now I want y'all to keep that energy, turn that up all the way to 10. Man, hell, we're going to crank it up to 11. Make sure you join us at the after party. We're going to the Blue Martini here at the Golden Nugget. So come on out and party with the AKA team. Come and have a drink with old Dynamite. We're going to the Blue Martini right after our big main event. And now, ladies and gentlemen, moving right along with your next bout of the evening. This fight goes down inside the AKA welterweight division, a catchweight of 160 pounds. This fight being brought to you by Cajun Air and Insulation. And now, please welcome your first fighter to the cage. Put your hands together for Cole Knapp.
Really excited for this one. Cole Knapp ready to take on Agbor Abenafunde. Really excited to see what Cole Knapp has to offer. We've heard a lot about him. Representing the Patrick Ibarra-led Texas-style fight club out of Corpus Christi, Texas. Here comes the 5-2 Cole Knapp. Tell you what, he's cleaned himself up a little bit in his picture, a little bit more scraggled. He's looking good here tonight, looking ready, and there's a lot of hype on this young man, Matt. He's a two-time champion in other organizations. Tonight, looking to take care of business against Agbor Abenafunde.
Yeah, one of these guys from Corpus Christi training with Patrick Ibarra. We're excited to have these guys join the AKA crew and join the network over here, and looking forward to seeing much more from these guys in the very near future. Cole Knapp, who has fought most of his career at 155, agreed to a catchweight. There was some miscommunication, and both guys ended up weighing in at strange weights, but ultimately here we are. We have a fight in front of us. The 25-year-old Cole Knapp just trying to take the next step in his journey and continue forward in what he's doing. And you know he's faced good competition there in South Texas. You got to believe he's going to be coming in here to bring his best to represent for his crew.
Yeah, fighting up here again, normally a champion at 55 tonight. He'll be in this catchweight battle against Agbor Abenafunde.
Here we go, Lake Charles. Put your hands together for his opponent. Please welcome to the cage, Agbor Abenafunde.
Agbor Abenafunde, always the showman. He's great on the mic. He's great in the cage. Agbor has put on shows many times for American Combat Alliance. Excited to see what he brings here tonight against Cole Knapp. Agbor the Great Abenafunde, a thug-style fighter representing Global Fitness Academy of Alexandria, Louisiana, making his way to Alexandria, Louisiana by way of Cameroon. Here comes the showman, Agbor Abenafunde. Agbor long, Matt, long, talented, always willing to get in there and get into a scrap, and he's really showed up for us.
He absolutely has. Such a great striker, and honestly, the last time we saw him out here, that fight with Charles Wood was a legendary amateur fight by my books, and one that I was so blown away by. And I know Agbor took an L that night, but I think he grew so much. And we have come to see the type of competitor Charles Woods is. He's now a 2-0 as a professional, a complete stud, a guy that has a bright future. And I think Agbor also has a very bright future. Built correctly, tall and long. I don't know if he's ever going to be a 155er. We got to decide what weight class we're fighting in. But this kid's going to get it figured out. One of the guys around here that I've been very impressed by, and I look forward to seeing things continue to progress for him, see him fight more often, and see how things unfold, because I think he has a bright future. He's got everything going for him physically.
No doubt about that. And as you saw there on our tail of the tape, very close measurables in a lot of different ways. So looking forward to an evenly matched fight here between Cole Knapp and Agbor Abenafunde as we roll along at AKA 51.
These guys are twins.
Yeah.
Here we go, fight fans. 3 rounds of mixed martial arts action inside the AKA welterweight division, a catchweight of 160 pounds. This fight's being brought to you by Cajun Air and insulation. And now, introducing your first fighter. Fighting out of the Bayou Raps blue corner. This man is a freestyle fighter representing the Texas Style Fight Club. He stands 6 feet even, weighing in at 160 pounds. Fighting out of Corpus Christi, Texas, here is Cole Knapp. And now, introducing his opponent. Fighting out of the EMD red corner. This man is a thug. Representing the Global Fitness Academy. He stands 6 feet even, weighing in at 160 pounds. Fighting out of Alexandria, Louisiana, by way of Bajou, Cameroon. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Great Agbor Obenafunde.
Chris Hill with another assignment. It's Knapp and Obenafunde at AKA 51.
Looked like Agbor was winding up on something big there to start it out.
Nice.
Looping right hook, kind of loops around the guard and gets Agbor behind the ear. Good inside low kick from Cole Knapp.
Oh, beautiful jab.
Long and true.
And that's one of the things with Agbor. He is long in that jab. He works really well behind it.
Cole Knapp bringing that kick up top, losing his balance for a split second. Had some good moments by switching stances. There again, switches stances and able to loop that right hook in.
Good knee to the body from Agbor as they break free.
Agbor punching at levels there. Looks like he jabbed up high, crossed to the body, trying to go back to up top with the hook and just wasn't able to get it off. That time Agbor a little privy to that switching right hook.
Knapp doing a good job attacking that lead leg. Good kick to the body from Obenafunde.
I think that's a good answer for Agbor as Cole Knapp switches stance, bring things up the middle to the body. A little bit of a lazy low kick there.
Knapp switching back to orthodox.
Most of Knapp's good work has come from that southpaw stance where he's super busy with that lead hand. It's very unorthodox, and I think that's why it's working.
You can see Knapp has some serious power, but great defense so far by Agbor, and as soon as I say that, he catches one right up the middle.
Again, I think that is the answer to when Cole Knapp switches stances.
Two minutes gone in round number one.
Sharp jab again, snaps the head back of Cole Knapp, comes back with an inside low kick. They trade him. What a jab. I mean, that thing is just beautiful.
It's always been one of Agbor's best weapons. He's put it on full display here in this first round.
I think this is sharp stuff by Cole. You know, he gets his head snapped back with a jab. He instantly switches stances, tries to get off angle to create something. Kind of ate a straight right there on his way in. Catches the kick, answers with punches. Good pressure here from Cole Knapp. Agbor uses his underhook and circles Knapp's back to the fence.
One thing about Agbor, he's incredibly athletic, very strong. You can see him showing off that strength there. Final 10 seconds.
You can tell these guys are physically pretty evenly matched. Like I said, twins.
The twins, you called it out right before the fight. Very evenly matched physically. And a great first round. Here's a look at the replay.
I am not mad that I'm not judging these fights tonight. That was an incredibly close round. Both guys just having their own success at times. I don't know.
Very close. Maybe I give a slight edge to Agbor because of the jab, actually. I felt like that was the best weapon for either fighter, and he also had those kicks to the body whenever Cole Knapp was switching to southpaw. But Knapp had some good moments when he was in southpaw. Very, very close round.
Again, Knapp having his success off of switching stances and kind of being unpredictable, bringing different kind of punch selection from each stance. It's a very difficult thing to pick up on, but you did see that Agbor did make some adjustments as the round wore on. Let's see if he's able to continue to capitalize on those adjustments.
Yeah, there's some high IQ stuff there from Agbor Benafunde whenever he was presented with that southpaw problem.
These guys are so good.
Ready to go in round number 2.
Cole Knapp coming out, bouncing on that front leg.
Ooh, beautiful.
Oh, and that leg is lively. Good stuff. Agbor attacking the body, sending a straight right and then a teep behind it.
That inside leg kick working for Knapp.
Cole Knapp has a great left leg. And then he brings his right leg.
Agbor returns with one of his own.
Agbor needs to be careful moving back on straight lines. He kind of circled off there towards the end, and that's exactly what he needs to do.
Got to get back to that jab. Throws that one to the body.
Just a little out of the range for Cole Knapp. Good cross to the body. Level change. Almost hit him with the Bill Goldberg spear there.
1 minute off the clock here in round number 2. Agbor Benafunde with Cole Knapp up against the fence.
Agbor doing a good job kind of being physical there, but Cole, all the wise to it, circles off the cage. Ooh. And that kick kind of skipped off the arms of Cole Knapp, but clipped his face.
It's a glancing shot that Benafunde landed. Cole Knapp no worse for the wear, though.
Again, Cole Knapp kind of.
Good moment there for Knapp, and then back to that inside kick, which is so good right now.
When he kind of switches stances like that, he kind of reminds me of like Tim Elliott, how Tim will blitz and bring both feet. And, you know, it looks kind of wild to the naked eye, but from my perspective and just, you know, trying to think this through, I think he practices that. And it's something that he's good at and he does quite a bit of because he's had some success with it tonight.
Both fighters have certainly had their moments. Cole Knapp having one right now.
Again, just like his feet, nobody would teach him to do that, but yet it's still kind of working for him. When he's landing these punches, he is balanced in his stance. It's good stuff. Very, very difficult to prepare for something like that.
I feel like Agbor's got to try and get back to that jab. Got a good body shot in there. A couple more to the body for Benafunde.
It's a great exchange by both fighters.
Cole Knapp has had a pretty strong second round here. Benafunde getting a little bit of momentum back there, though.
Beautiful right hand. Snaps the head back there of Cole Knapp. Cole ate it well. Returns some punches of his own.
Final 10 seconds. Knapp looking up top. Another close round. I mean, every single round that we have had so far tonight has been very evenly matched on both sides. I feel like maybe Knapp had some better moments in that second round, though. Benafunde, of course, had a couple good ones as well, but it felt like Cole Knapp started to get into the flow of things in that second round, Matt.
Yeah, the pace kind of slowed there in that round a little bit, as you would expect it to. Both of these guys are kind of putting a lot of volume out there, working at a high pace. Knapp did have some good moments. There was a nice cross that was scored over here that was kind of in our blind spot. Again, I'm happy to not be judging these fights tonight. This is a great one, though. Both guys performing well, adjusting to each other's adjustments, and ultimately making for a very compelling matchup. And I'm just not so sure. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not so sure either. Again, glad I'm not a judge here tonight. Third and final round, we're set for it in what has been another close fight. Cole Knapp, Agbor Benafunde. Feels like the win is still up for grabs in this final three.
They didn't start the fight with a glove tap, but you can tell they've both earned each other's respect here in the third round. A little sportsmanship, glove tap. Man, active with these high kicks early on. Oh, big right hand from Agbor.
Maybe the best shot landed so far in the fight comes from Obenafunde.
Knapp wears it well, but again gets his head snapped back by that jab. These boys are traded now.
They know it's all on the line in this final round. Oh, nice left hand from Knapp.
Knapp again, he's so brilliant at this, just moving forward and firing punches from all different angles. Man, that jab is so beautiful.
Obenafunde lands back-to-back jabs, looking for a third. David Bosnick over here in the corner telling Obenafunde to let his hands go. Instead, it looked like it was Cole Knapp letting him go.
I think the answer for Agbor would be, rather than moving backwards on straight lines, that's why Cole Knapp's able to kind of switch stances and keep it moving forward so well. AG needs to circle. He needs to circle off the cage a little better. But, I mean, he's got such good range, and he makes a lot of this stuff miss, so I understand why he just steps back again with that jab.
That jab has been the difference maker in this third round. Cole Knapp attacking that inside part of the leg once again. Obenafunde having a big moment here in the third. Now we're in a firefight. Cole Knapp took some big shots. He's still standing.
Agbor's moving forward like he smells blood in the water, but I would urge him to be careful. I believe Cole Knapp is still not in a bad position. Cole Knapp leaking from the nose.
You got to think one of those jabs might have done that damage. I mean, there was like 5 good ones in a row there from Obenafunde. Final minute.
What a fight by these two guys right there. Cole able to back off the offense of Agbor. Keep up the middle, trying to create some room for himself. Agbor's corner begging him for activity. Smart by Cole Knapp, but Agbor able to whizzer down, defend the takedown. That was huge for Agbor.
What an incredible third round between Knapp and Obenafunde. Final 20 seconds at hand. Spinning attack from Obenafunde.
It wasn't terrible, but oh.
Well, like that right hand might have found its mark for Obenafunde. What a fight. Agbor, Obenafunde, and Cole Knapp go the distance and put on a show here in Lake Charles. God, another great fight on this card at AKA 51. I mean, these two really left everything out there, especially in that third round. There was that spinning attack from Agbor on your replay.
Definitely wasn't a highlight, but all good, baby. What a fight. Both guys brought it. Man, it's so tough when fights like this play out. You really don't want to see either of the guys come up short. And unfortunately, somebody's going to leave here with a loss tonight.
This is one of those fights where it sucks that there's got to be a loser, because both guys fought very well, had some great moments. Thought Agbor got going early. Cole Knapp had a great second round. Felt like maybe the jab in that third round could be the difference, though. Also, there's a big right hand in there from Obenafunde as well, but another close fight, Matt.
These guys are both studs. Man, what a fight.
Judges tallying up their scorecards. Dynamite has the microphone. He's headed to the cage. Will it be Agbor Obenafunde or Cole Knapp taking home the victory here tonight at AKA 51? What a scrap between these two.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of fast and furious mixed martial arts action, we are going to the judges' scorecard. Ladies and gentlemen, judge number 1 has scored this bout 29-28 in favor of Knapp. Judge number 2 has scored this bout 29-28 in favor of Obenafunde. Your third and final judge has scored this bout 29-28 in favor of your winner by split decision. Fighting in the blue corner, Cole Knapp.
Cole Knapp, an emotional victory. Tell us what you're feeling right now, my man.
Mom, I'm good. I know you're watching this right now. I'm okay. Give my baby sister a kiss for me, Dad. I wish you guys were here, man. Honestly, man, I didn't even think I won that fight. I thought the third round, Agbour had me. But all respect to him. But first things first, a long time ago, I prayed to God that this is something I wanted to do. He answered my prayers by putting the right people in front of me. My coach, Patrick Ibarra. Pat, I know you're watching this right now. You're my coach, you're my friend. Most of all, you're like my dad. I just want to say I love you, Pop. To all my guys at Texas Style Fight Club, Peter Caballero, Eddie Torres, Drew, Coach Jerry, Logan, Jimmy, Randy, Eddie Ortiz, Chicken Joe. All you guys, if I didn't call you, forgive me. I'm very emotional right now. But man, it's been a long road. I wanted to get in here. Agbour was a tough opponent, man. He dropped me in that third round. But that's it, man. I want to give glory to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. He saved my life when I didn't know what I was doing, man. To everybody that's in this event right now, I'm not a perfect man, nor am I a perfect Christian. But I've asked God to allow me to be a seed bearer, and I just want to plant seeds in all y'all. If y'all don't have a relationship with Jesus, he's right there, man. Go to God. He's always there. Thank you to AKA Louisiana for welcoming me. You guys are awesome. Last thing I'm going to say, and then I'm going to dip. I got some business to handle in Texas. I wanted to come to Louisiana to show y'all how Texas boys get down. I'm defending my lightweight title back in Corpus Christi, Texas, and there's a young man that's coming to take what I got. Jaden Williams, I'll be waiting for you.
A hard-fought win tonight for Cole Knapp. Let's hear it for him one more time.
All right, Houston, if you guys want to take your marketing to the next level, you guys got to check out my people right here with Damn Trucks. Check out these awesome trucks. You can promote your business. You can book them for private events as well. They will put whatever information it is that you want on these trucks. I've seen them rolling around downtown Houston, and they are hella bright at night, so everyone can see what your business is. This is next level, guys. Make sure you guys give them a follow, hit them up, get some more information, and get your business right here on Damn Trucks.
From the power of Ram to the freedom of Jeep, Benoit delivers. That's why we're announcing Benoit Care. 36,000 miles or 3 years of free oil changes, as well as our complimentary lifetime powertrain warranty, so you're covered for the road ahead. It's the Benoit way.
Get ready, ladies and gentlemen. We have a fantastic bout coming your way. This one will not be for the faint of heart. Two of the hottest young lions on the amateur scene are going to hook it up right here inside the AKA cage tonight. At this time, please welcome your first fighter to the cage. Put your hands together for Brock Sanders.
I know Matt Snell is excited for this one. Brock Sanders getting ready to do battle with Andrew Laverne. Featherweight matchup here between these two. Brock Sanders, a jiu-jitsu and kickboxing background, getting ready to make his way out. Brock representing Crone Gracie Jiu-Jitsu in West Monroe, Louisiana. Calls West Monroe home, and making his way to the cage right now is Brock Sanders.
Yeah, Brock Sanders, the always entertaining, violence guaranteed Brock Sanders, shaped like the Slender Man. A guy that brings it, has a well-rounded skill set, knows how to fight behind his jab, has a decent right hand, and is very, very well-versed in the jiu-jitsu department. Good off of his back, good on top, always looking to do damage and dish out a little good old-fashioned violence.
Well, he did that the last time when he took on Shane Ferrier, took home a unanimous decision victory over him, armbarred Owen Elkins back in the first round of AKA in March. He's done a great job so far. He's 3-2 as an MMA fighter, 1-0 in kickboxing. Tonight, he'll look to add to that record as he takes on Andrew Laverne. He's cleared the commission check down spot, working his way into the cage. Here is Brock Sanders.
And now, please put your hands together for his opponent. Please welcome to the cage, Andrew Laverne.
The truth, Andrew Laverne. You heard about it all week. You heard it at Buffalo Wild Wings. The people, the truth, the truth, the truth. They've been talking about him. Now it's time to see him get to action. Andrew Laverne representing The Shed and War Training Center in Lafayette, Louisiana. Here is the 6'1", 150-pound Andrew Laverne, a guy that's got a lot of hype right now, Matt Schnell.
Got a lot of hype, a very talented, physical young man. I feel like I have to say that he did miss weight by 5 pounds. And we got love for Andrew, and we appreciate him for always coming through and competing with us. But that is just something of note. Brock Sanders came in ready to make the weight of 145. Andrew Laverne missing the mark, weighing in at about 150 pounds. And fortunately, he's standing in front of a man with a big nutsack who's willing to meet him, even in spite of that. And I think in the future, we're just going to have to bump. Andrew's a big fella, good-sized young man, and I think he's got lightweight in his future. We can't be missing weight by 5 pounds.
He took care of business the last time against Colton McElhenney. Tonight, he battles Brock Sanders.
Here we go, fight fans. 3 rounds of mixed martial arts action inside the AKA lightweight division, a catchweight of 150 pounds. This fight is being brought to you by the Bogard Law Offices, our good friend, Mr. Woody Bogard. And now, introducing your first fighter. Fighting out of the Bayou Raps blue corner. This man is a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioner who is well-versed in kickboxing. He is representing Crone Gracie, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu of West Monroe. He stands 6 feet 1 inches tall, weighing in at 150 pounds. Fighting out of West Monroe, Louisiana, here is Brock Sanders. And now, introducing his opponent, fighting out of the EMD red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, representing the Shed Training Grounds and the War Training Center. He stands 6 feet 1 inches tall, weighing in at 150 pounds. But fighting out of Lafayette, Louisiana, here is Andrew the Truth Laverne.
Laverne and Sanders ready to close out our undercard. Basil Bam Bam Maju back out there to work.
Brock Sanders saying nay to the glove tap. Both fellas with a serious look on their face. Brock Sanders switching stances. Good hard calf kick there from Laverne. Keep up the middle.
Laverne really attacking that body with those kicks.
There's a hard left leg. Look to find the target.
We certainly could see these two wrestle at some point during this fight as well.
Laverne catches the kick, thinks about a takedown for a second. Sharp jab from Brock Sanders. Deep up the middle, Laverne comes back with a low kick. They both trade punches.
Laverne so crisp.
Left hook just swiping, knee up the middle, comes close. Brock Sanders bringing knees up the middle of his own. And that hook hurt Brock Sanders.
Sanders was trying to reach for that leg. Dealt with by Laverne.
It's like one of those strange punches from Laverne that just finds the temple of Brock Sanders. Hard combination from Andrew Laverne.
Andrew Laverne really getting the hands going here in the early stages of round number 1. Oh, nice left hand as Sanders was coming in.
Another sharp left hand, yeah. Brock trying to find the uppercut.
Laverne finding a home for almost everything right now.
Brock needs to start feinting some level changes, making Laverne think about something other than finding these strikes. Big right hook again behind the ear of Brock Sanders. Laverne losing his balance for a second. This is a good tactical thought here from Brock Sanders. Let's go score the takedown.
Interesting way to close the gap right there, but he ultimately secures the takedown.
Got his hands together, was able to scoop and pull him off the fence.
About a minute to work here for Sanders. Let's see if he can do something with this.
Laverne's corner asking him to get to his knee. Brock Sanders doing a good job of stapling it to the ground here, keeping his position.
He might attack that neck. It looks like he is.
It's a good hip heist there from Andrew Laverne. Attacks the ninja choke. Brock Sanders sharp though. Gives up position, escapes the choke.
Oh, another rip to the body for Laverne.
Beautiful throw by Andrew Laverne. Right into north-south position as the round is coming to a close.
Great opening round for Andrew Laverne. Was really having his way on the feet. Smart by Brock Sanders to go for that takedown. Ultimately dealt with well, though, by Laverne. And then he got a nice throw there of his own at the end.
Yeah, beautiful throw there. Steps across. Scores right into north-south position. Able to close the round and do so with an exclamation point. Andrew Laverne looking sharp as ever on the feet. Brock Sanders game. Trying to challenge, trying to find his moments. I think it was a great moment for the takedown. He needed that. Here as this round gets started, I think it would behoove my boy Brock Sanders to maybe attempt a takedown, get him thinking about it. That way he can level change and make Andrew Laverne think a little more so that he's not so comfortable letting those hands rip.
Well, he was certainly comfortable letting those hands rip in round number one. Andrew Laverne landing a lot of big shots. Brock Sanders up off the stool, ready to go for round number two. Certainly one round in the books for Andrew Laverne. Maybe one of the most definitive rounds we've had the entire night. Ready to go in round number two.
Hard calf kick, snaps the leg. I'm not sure if it was...
I think it was the left hand that caught him that really hurt Sanders.
And Sanders just being game and not trying to find a moment out or say he got poked in the eye, but I love that. I love that. Sometimes we get poked in the eye. We have to just keep fighting. Big takedown from Andrew Laverne into side position. Brock Sanders attempting the armbar. That was not a bad attempt by Brock.
Oh, Laverne might have his neck here.
Again, that ninja choke attack. Brock Sanders trying to fight it off and does so. Laverne switching to the Darce choke here, loses it. Kind of going back and forth between guillotine attempts and Darce chokes. Just shucks him by there.
Sanders is very game on the ground. You can see Laverne throwing up those submission attempts. Dealt with well by Sanders. Nice right hands
Laverne just doing a good job of keeping his hips engaged, posturing up and dropping meaningful punches. Kind of a front headlock position. Looks like Brock Sanders is trying to get his guard back, and Laverne stands up.
Laverne's going to be right back on him. He's had so much success on the feet.
Big right hand right down the middle. Stymies Brock Sanders. High kick. Rattles off the guard. Might have still got through a little bit.
Bam Bam was thinking about stepping in there.
Brock Sanders just so tough. Laverne losing his footing for a second, and Sanders there to take the position.
Sanders on top for the first time here, really.
Andrew Laverne just getting a little overzealous, getting his feet a little too close together and losing his balance. Brock Sanders says, hey, I'll take that, baby.
1 minute to go in round number two.
Not a bad triangle attempt here. And this is very nice from Andrew Laverne. This is a good triangle. Laverne just okay with taking top position here and doing some damage. 45 seconds to go in this round. Brock Sanders is just so tough. Again, going for this front choke. Let's see if Brock Sanders can shake off another.
Inside 30 seconds to work here for Laverne. Again, attacking that neck. Dealt with by Sanders. Final 10. Laverne trying to score some damage here in the closing seconds of round number 2. Another dominant round by Andrew Laverne. Nearly had the finish there. It looked like Basil was thinking about stepping in. Brock Sanders ultimately came up with a takedown off of that. But I'll tell you what, Andrew Laverne, Matt, he had a really strong second round, maybe even better than the first.
Absolutely. He's just wearing, you know, this damage is incremental and it adds up over time. And Brock Sanders done a good job of standing his ground and have had some decent moments in this fight. But ultimately, Andrew Laverne just adding up the punishment, and you can really see it's taking its toll on Brock Sanders at this point. I think if it weren't for that big mistake of Andrew just losing his footing and but Brock just so tough, taking that position, doing his best, still fighting hard. Looks like Brock's eyes pretty swollen from here.
Yeah, his eyes really beat up. Looks like it's almost swollen shut on that right side. Probably one of those big left hands from Laverne.
Laverne has found the mark with that left hand. There is no doubt about it. Again, Brock Sanders so tough. What a scrap. These are hard punches, and these guys just come out and get busy in the third round. Why not?
Sanders coming out throwing some shots of his own here.
Good inside punching there. Brock Sanders had a decent moment there.
Well, he knows he's behind 2-0.
What a stud. What a fight.
Sanders was saying something to Bam Bam. Not sure what it was about.
Maybe just your common nicety.
Yeah,
How are you doing?
How
are
you doing
having
out
a
there?
Good day?
Laverne doing a great job listening to his corner as well. Everything they're calling for.
Thudding right hand off the kick catch. Oh, and the leg just snaps off.
Sanders went for that knee. I couldn't tell if it landed.
This is a good attempt at a triangle from Brock Sanders. This is trouble for Andrew Laverne. Brock Sanders attacking this arm. I think he might be able to circle out and be safe here, Laverne. He's got to make sure he keeps that arm safe. Brock Sanders able to sweep and almost come on top here. What a spot these guys are in here. Brock Sanders to the top position. Wow.
Incredible stuff here. Halfway through round number 3.
Big punches from the top.
Sanders looking for some ground and pound of his own.
You know, these are the types of fights these young fellas need. You know, prove it to themselves a little bit. Brock Sanders maybe a little too high here, needs to be careful, able to maintain the position. Laverne needs to be careful. You know Brock is motivated to try and get a finish here.
Absolutely, he's a little bit high here. Now he's sitting back.
He's got a minute to work. Brock needs to make some, he needed to try and flatten him out there and punch on him a little bit, try and do some damage.
There's some damage from Brock Sanders.
Uh-oh. This is a better position for Brock. Now he's flattening him out. Laverne wise, able to kick his legs through.
Sanders trying to find an opening to secure a finishing moment. He's got 30 seconds left to work.
Not sure what that was, but it's kind of cool.
Obviously not a good position here for Laverne. He's done a great job so far. Sanders once again looking for that choke.
25 seconds. Brock Sanders, some glove-grabbing accusations. This is good work here from Brock. Gets the choke across. This is a good attack.
Final 10. What a closing sequence by Brock Sanders as he battles back in the third and final round. Now that's tight, but he's going to be saved by the horn.
What
oh
a
my
scrap.
God.
These two. What a great fight.
What heart from Brock Sanders to stay in the fight and have easily his best moments. Wow.
What a scrap. What a finishing sequence there by Brock Sanders. So much heart, so much determination. Both of these guys have such a bright future. Good golly. Like we didn't know this was going to be a scrap, though.
Again, another close fight that goes the distance. Sensational matchup there between Laverne and Sanders. Andrew Laverne really had his way in round 1 and 2, but Brock Sanders, once he took the back, really threatened some stuff. We saw some triangle attempts early on in the round. It was a crazy scramble there in the middle. Brock Sanders rose to the occasion after falling behind in this fight. You got to tip your cap to him. I don't know if it'll be enough to overcome the strong start from Andrew Laverne, though. Laverne really had things working in rounds 1 and 2, and we're about to find out if that was enough.
How about it, ladies and gentlemen? Stand up, put your hands together, show some respect. These two young men, they left it all in the cage. Fantastic display of talent, toughness, and heart by both of these young men. After an absolutely fantastic performance, unfortunately, only one can have his hand raised as the victor. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll find out who that is now. We are going to our judges' scorecard, and our judges have scored the bout like this. Judge number 1, 2, and 3 have all seen and scored this bout the same way, therefore declaring your winner by unanimous decision. Fighting out of the red corner, the truth, Andrew Laverne.
Lake Charles, Louisiana, I am here with your winner, Andrew Laverne. Andrew, what a dogfight that was, an absolute scrap from start to finish. Talk about your performance for a second. Tell me how you're feeling.
Dude, I'm tired. I thought I was in shape. I got to get in better shape. But dude, Brock's fucking tough. Tough as fucking nails. I thought I had him a bunch of times. I hit him clean, hard, a bunch of times. He kept coming. And, I mean, shit, bro. He said yes. It was fun. I'm thankful. Thankful for opportunity. Thankful to be here.
It was a great performance. Both guys brought it, again, from start to finish. Just want to take a second to mention you did miss weight by 5 pounds. Give me your thoughts on that. What do we expect to do in the future?
You know, I've been getting heavier. I've been lifting some weights. It was easy at first. It's getting a little tougher now. I do want to apologize to Brock and his team. I know we agreed on 45, and I came up short. And, you know, if we're professionals, I'd be losing some of my money. So, you know, it is what it is. It won't happen again. You'll have my word.
We just don't want anything to tarnish your performance. Obviously not trying to take this moment from you. Excellent fight. We look forward to seeing more from you in the future. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Andrew Laverne.
I fight for AKA Matt Danger Snell. Just want to say it's my guy. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you. Let's go.
What a win for Andrew Laverne. Tremendous showing. Gets it done with a strong performance in round 1 and 2. Had to survive there at the end of the third. Might have got saved by the horn. Shout out to Brock Sanders for the great effort he put up as well. But a well-deserved and hard-earned victory for Andrew Laverne. Getting ready to go to our final intermission of the night. Then we're going to turn to our main card. And, man, we have 2 of the best fights of the night still remaining. In our co-main, Nevin Driehaus taking on Isniaris Reyes. And in our main event, Hunter Smith and Aleko Sagliani. turn it back over to Dynamite so he can send us to intermission.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you heard us allude to it earlier in the night. We have the big toy drive going on later in the year, one of the biggest toy drives in the state. And folks, I want to welcome the man into the cage right now that puts it together every year here in the Lake Charles area, part of the AKA management team. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming to the cage the one and only Mr. Michael Boyer. There he comes. Now, folks, if some of you do not know, Boyer gets together with so many great businesses and folks that sponsor this toy drive all across Lake Charles, Louisiana. They go and purchase loads and loads and loads of toys. They go into some of the most impoverished neighborhoods all around. They go with the sheriff's department. And these kids and families don't even know it's coming. They go and bring it to them out of the goodness of their heart. We're glad to participate every year here at AKA. Thank you all so much for donating and buying raffle tickets here tonight. Michael, let's say a few words, and then we'll show them a video to tell them about the toy drive.
Yeah, again, guys, I know this was a bad weekend with hunting starting, and I just want to say thank you guys that did come out and support. It doesn't go unnoticed. All my friends, family, my dad's here. It means a lot to me, and thank you guys. Anybody that supports the toy drive, if you can't support financially, come out and just help pass out toys. It's an emotional time where we have a police escort. We pull into low-income neighborhoods, and we just give out toys on Christmas Eve, the day with Santa's there. We end the toy drive at Urban Air. Last year there was 2,500 kids in line. It's 7 o'clock on Christmas Eve. Guy Thrigdon sang. We had snow machines going. It was absolutely unbelievable. So a lot of my friends, my family, Mike Hackley, everybody that sponsors, thank you guys so much. Urban Air, Landlocked, it was unbelievable. So thank you guys for helping promote it. So thank you.
And now, folks, let's feast your eyes on the big screens. We're going to play a video to tell you all about the toy drive.
We believe that buying a car should feel like you're coming home. My name is Jason Benoit, and this is more than a dealership. This is part of our family.
That's why every new Nissan comes with Benoit Care. 3 years or 36,000 miles of free oil changes, and also a complimentary lifetime powertrain warranty so that you can drive year after year with confidence.
We take care of our customers because that's what families do.
Come experience the difference at Benoit. Don't overpay, do it the Benoit way.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, another sponsor we've got involved here tonight is Inked and Judged. Inked and Judged, the tattoo parlor in Bossier City, Louisiana, owned by Mr. Ryan Hutchings. Ryan is not only a tattoo artist by day, but he's one of the hottest new artists in Louisiana, painting Louisiana landscapes, Louisiana wildlife, all with a flair for the creative. And here tonight, Mr. Ryan Hutchings is going to unveil his newest paintings for the family here at AKA. Folks, you might see those flyers on your tables. They've got a QR code. Check it out and learn a little about Ryan and his journey here as one of the hottest artists in Louisiana. And we are very excited for the big reveal of this AKA hand-painted canvas. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we got two more very special guests I want to introduce to each and every one of you. First off, Ladies and gentlemen, the owner, president, CEO, the boss lady of American Kombat Alliance, a woman who is making her mark in a male-dominated sport and making her mark all the way at the top. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Queen of the South, Miss Amber Bishop. And right next to her, this big, handsome Texas devil right here, that's her husband, John Bishop, and we are ready to unveil Mr. Ryan Hutchings' latest creation here at AKA 51. Ryan, are we ready, my friend? One sec. Just gonna let him fall? Okay. All right, here we go. We're going to count it down from 5. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey, AKA American Kombat Alliance. That is fantastic. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we finished the reveal. It's time for our final intermission of the evening. When we return, it's the main card, all pro bouts, pro rules. It's going to be a wild ride to the finish here at AKA 51. Hit the bathroom, grab yourself an ice cold beer, and come back because it's going to be a good one. Finishing things off, DJ MP3. Let's go, baby. Keep your eyes open for the AKA Ring Girls. They've got those 50-50.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. The show is about to begin.
Now for the main event.
We're all the white champion.
And welcome back, everyone, here to American Combat Alliance's presentation of AKA 51. Ladies and gentlemen, the fight game is wild and crazy. You never know what's going to happen. And unfortunately, tonight, we had one of those events. We had a young man injured during his warm-up practices in the back, Mr. C.J. Henney, so that fight will not be happening. So now, ladies and gentlemen, we will roll right into our co-main event of the evening here at AKA 51. It goes down inside the American Combat Alliance Professional Featherweight Division, a catchweight of 140 pounds. This fight being brought to you by Benoit Motors. And now, please welcome your first fighter to the cage. Put your hands together for Isna Reyes.
Jump right into the co-main. Is Nayares Reyes ready to take the stage, making his pro debut? He went 4-1 as an amateur, held a title at featherweight as an amateur. Tonight, he'll make the walk as a professional for the first time. Reyes is a freestyle fighter representing the Armada fight team out of Fort Worth, Texas. He makes his way to Fort Worth by way of Cuba. Here comes Reyes. You like to call him Is Reyes. He has earned this. This is a guy that you've been in the gym with, Matt Schnell. You know Reyes very well. Looking forward to this one.
Yeah, Is Reyes an explosive, exciting guy, a guy with a great wrestling background, wrestled for the Cuban national team, and so wrestled at a high level, competed at a high level, has a lot of experience in high-level competition. Smart, savvy guy, knows how to make adjustments within the fight. He fought a tough group of people too on his amateur come up. 4-1, a good record, all against solid competition. I have trained with him a little bit. He is physical. He will throw you around like you are a rag doll, and has a good tank for a guy that has a style like that. Let's see how it holds up over a 15-minute fist fight. But also got his little girl there in the corner with him. She's cute as a button, so been bringing good vibes all day to us. And, yeah, looking forward to seeing him compete. He's a tenacious guy, very competitive, very athletic, and I think he's going to bring it tonight.
And, look, he trains at Armada Fight Team, the gym. And I'll tell you what, they always bring it, led by Imone Kincaid. Anytime they bring their guys to AKA events, they're well-rounded, they're well-prepared, and they usually come out with a win. But tonight he's got a tough test as Reyes is into the cage for the first time as a pro. He'll now await Nevin Dreyhouse.
Also cross-trains with Fortis MMA, so this guy's training.
Two of the best gyms over there in the Dallas-Fort Worth area.
And now, Lake Charles, Louisiana. Put your hands together for his opponent. Here is Nerve Dreyhouse.
Lake Charles loves this man. Born in Lake Charles, ready to represent here in front of friends and family. You notice that Dynamite just called him Nerve Dreyhouse, forgoing the Nevin, but it is Nevin Dreyhouse, ready to make the walk for the first time as a professional as well. A couple of debutantes in the pro ranks about to go toe-to-toe. Nevin Dreyhouse representing Lake Charles, Louisiana. Head Kicks MMA, Performance Evolution Training Center, BE Jiu-Jitsu, and Alpha 8 Boxing. He's been training all over the place in Lafayette, Lake Charles, of course, originating in Lake Charles, making his way to Lafayette. This is a real talent match now.
A real talent, somebody who I've had, obviously he's fought in the AKA cage before, gone back and forth with other promotions, but a young man I've always kept my eye on. Just the total package, hardworking, skilled, good character, all of the above. one of these guys that trains as much as he possibly can. I believe he's a police officer now, trying to provide for his young family, his wife, and his young son. And what a story, Nevin Drayhouse. He's just had such a rise, such a good come up, and it's just been fun watching him go through the ups and downs of the sport, taking hard losses as an amateur, bouncing right back, having great performances. And you think more oftentimes than not, this young man, he's going to come in here, he's going to display a full skill set. He's going to have to defend some takedowns tonight. I think Reyes is going to keep him busy, but I expect it's going to be a banger.
Ready for a banger here. Let's turn it back over to Dynamite.
Here we go, fight fans. 3 rounds of professional mixed martial arts section inside the AKA Featherweight division, a catchweight of 140 pounds. This fight is being brought to you by Benoit Motors. And now, introducing your first fighter, fighting out of the Bayou Raps blue corner. This man is a freestyle fighter representing the Armada Fight Team. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 140 pounds. Making his professional debut here this evening, he hails from Montalang, Cologne, Cuba. Here is Isna Reyes, Paco Reyes. And now, introducing his opponent, fighting out of the EMD red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist representing Alpha 8 Boxing, B Jiu-Jitsu, and Head Kicks MMA. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 140 pounds, fighting out of Lake Charles, Louisiana. Here is Nerve Treehouse.
Co-main event time here at AKA 51. Expecting a banger. Drayhouse, Reyes ready to make their pro debut, and now they are officially pros.
Nerve starting out in the southpaw position. One of these young fighters who effortlessly switches stances. Look at him back and forth, southpaw orthodox.
The last time we had him in an AKA cage, he knocked out Jay Chow.
Reyes swinging them hands.
Scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds now that we're in the pro ranks, and you said it, Cuban national team wrestler. You expected to see some of that in this fight.
Absolutely, and that was just a blast double straight into the guard of Nevin. Nevin's got to be careful here. You don't want to spend 5 minutes of this round just underneath this guy. Decent armbar attempt here from Nerve, and he's got it, that arm in a bad spot.
Reyes picking him up for the slam.
Needs to be careful here and protect that arm because Nerve is after it. Another slam from Reyes. He's doing a better job here of stacking Nerve.
Just dumping Nerve on his head. And finally breaks free of that armbar.
That's the thing about Reyes. He is very, very physical, very explosive. And this is a tough spot here for Nerve early in this first round.
Reyes looking to land some damage from the top.
Good underhook here from Nerve. Nice sharp elbow from Reyes from the top position.
Nerve in a bad spot here in the early stages of round number 1, but working his way back to his feet. Maybe made a mistake there trying to go for the back potentially. You saw him trying to throw that leg over.
I think he was trying to throw the leg over. Reyes just, these are big shots scoring for Reyes. Nev really has to move out of the position. This is a great armbar attempt. And needs to be careful, even though he's being explosive and slamming out of this stuff. These are real threats from Nev.
Reyes able to break free of it once again, but Nerve is absorbing a lot of damage here on the bottom. Reyes looking for the neck. I was going to let it go and take the back.
And Nev building back. This is good from Nev. He needs to. Doing a good job here. trying to build back up. Israel just relentless with his takedown onslaught, attacking the double leg. This is a good, beautiful guillotine attempt here by Nerve. Lifts him vertical. Got to be careful planting that arm. Almost planted in a bad position.
Yeah, he almost caught that real awkward. I'll tell you what, Drehaus, though, throwing up all kinds of submission attempts from bad positions, but Reyes doing a great job of taking advantage of everything so far.
And to be honest, if Nev is able to keep this pace and continue to fight this way, I think by the end of it, this is a good guillotine attempt here by Israel. Huge slam.
Just suplexed him.
Man, this is tough stuff for Nevin.
Drehaus in trouble once again. Reyes has the...
Talk about weather the storm. I mean, this is a storm indeed.
Reyes has been on him from the opening seconds. He's got those hooks in as well.
This is a tough spot here, kind of cranking that neck, cranking that arm behind him. Man, this is rough for Nevin.
Reyes has inflicted damage in multiple ways in this first round.
Reyes just squeezing and going for it. And
just getting gritty.
Got him a little high there. That was a good opportunity for Nevin. Choke attempt may end up on bottom here. Let's see if Nevin can capitalize on this position.
Final minute to go of round number one.
Wow, this is big for Nerve to get the top position just for a little bit. Having a little bit go right here towards the end of the round definitely saves him from a 10-8 round, because that was an onslaught from Reyes.
Yeah, Reyes was all over him. Now Drehaus trying to land some damage from the top position. Final 30. Trying to pin that arm. Reyes trying to get it free. Big elbows from Drehaus, the first time he's been able to use those now that he's a pro.
Absolutely, a little pop from the crowd, and rightfully so. Good finish here for Nev to this round. Doing his best to inflict any amount of damage. Passes the guard quickly, skips an elbow off the forehead of Reyes and attacks a guillotine. This is not a bad attempt. Wow.
What a first round between Drehaus and Reyes. Oh, I mean, what a way to battle back there by Nerve. Things were looking bleak for just a bit. He just kicked over his stool. He's definitely not happy with that first round, but you have to be happy with the way he finished that first round.
I think he kicked that stool aside just as to say, I'm in shape, I'm ready to rock, I'm not sitting in between rounds. And what a finish for Nerve. I mean, excellent stuff. Right when you think he's out of it and he's just getting ragdolled by Reyes, he's just able to find a little room, just a peak of light for himself, and finishes strong. Was it enough to get the round? I do not think so personally. Reyes had so many big moments, but it's got to be good for the psyche. It's got to be good for the corner. You got to think they are in a better place as they're talking to each other right now, feeling better about things.
Yeah, and I don't think it was enough to win the round either, but it certainly gave Reyes something to think about after having a dominant first, 3.5 minutes. Those final 90 seconds all belonged to Nerve. As soon as he got on top, he was able to land some big elbows, get some ground and pound back of his own, and even throw up a guillotine attempt in the final 10 seconds. What? The fight has been waved off. Nerve declared your winner. Reyes unable to answer here. Not sure what happened.
He got into a tough fight. You know, and
had to be one of those elbows, you would think, because he got caught with some big elbows at the end.
It looks like he's actually grabbing at his knee. I don't want to speculate or anything. It was tough stuff. Reyes in control. Nev able to turn the tide there. And I don't know. That's just a really anticlimactic, very disappointing way for this fight to end. You got to think it's, not to take anything away, Nerve is such a dog. Reyes, so physical. Great stuff by Nerve. Congratulations, a pro debut victory.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee has called a stoppage to the action due to Mr. Reyes unable to answer the bell after the first round, therefore declaring your winner, and now undefeated as a professional fighter, Nerve Treehouse.
All right, guys. So look, I'm not gonna lie. I hate to win like that. It's Norris. He was putting it on, but that was my game plan. You know, not to get my ass whooped, but like, you know, first round, I was just gonna play the submissions, play his ground, see what it was, and I almost broke his arm a couple times, and y'all saw that. But them shots weren't hurting. I was completely fine. I was ready to go the next two and start getting to work. But I love you guys. I love you guys, Lake Charles. I love y'all. I love my beautiful wife, my beautiful son, Roman. He was born 9 months ago, and I can't thank my wife enough for helping me prepare. She does everything for me, and most of all, my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. I want to talk a little bit about that, if you don't mind. The thing about my belief is, when you believe in God, you know, you don't have to identify in the things that you've been through in life. You don't have to identify in all the guilt and all the things that you've done wrong and all the people that's hurt you, done bad things. So you don't have to believe, you know, trust in those things anymore. When you believe in God, He does this thing where over 2,000 years ago, He shed His blood for all wrong. And He covers that. He covers all of those bad things. And He makes you a son of the Most High God, the creator of the universe. Look to your left and right. All the people that you love so much, it's not an accident. There's a great creator that's in the hand of all of it. And I just want to bless Him. As my career is His. You know, He's blessed me for my whole entire career, and it wouldn't be possible without Him. And I just wanted to give Him thanks because He's my everything. He's my everything.
A tremendous final 90 seconds. I know that's not the way you drew it up, but congratulations. I know Lake Charles is proud. Let's hear it for Nerve.
A big pro debut victory for Nevin Treehouse. A little bit anticlimactic, like we said. I can't help but feel as if Israel has just left my boy's glory sitting on the stool there. But we gotta hope that Israel isn't seriously injured. He looked to be a little worse for the wear.
You were right. It was a knee. I talked to Imone over there. He said he thinks he dislocated his knee, unable to answer back. Ultimately, it's Nerve who comes up with the win here. Probably not the way he drew it up. That's not the way you want to celebrate your first professional win, but it's still a professional win.
It's a dub, baby.
It's a dub.
Yeah.
It's a dub. And
he looked good, too. And like I said, ended the round strong. Probably lost that round, but he was coming. He was in great shape. He looks prepared. I think he's ready. I think he's a true – I think he's ready to make a little pro run. I like him, and looking forward to seeing things unfold for him.
And he was throwing up some great stuff even from the bottom. A lot of submission attempts. Ultimately, now 1-0. Let's throw it back to Dynamite.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you were kind enough to participate in our 50-50 raffle tonight to help out that fantastic toy drive, I want you to grab those tickets and pull them out right now because we are going to pick our winner. Somebody's taking home that cold, hard cash, that dirty, sexy money right now. And here he comes again, the runner-up for this year's Pimp of the Year award, Michael Boyer. Maybe next year, buddy. Maybe next year. All right, so what is our total here? All right, the total is $1,025. All right, so you're going to win $510 and $515 going to help out some fantastic kids and make sure they have a very Merry Christmas. The Queen of the South, Amber Bishop. She's going in the bucket. She's going to grab it, flip it, flop it, spin it around, smack it on the bottom, and pick it up right now. All right, let's see what we got here. Ladies and gentlemen, I need ticket number 490-6285. 490-6285. Come on down. Better make it quick because we're going to pull another winner. Who's got it? This guy right here? Oh, I better check him. He looks shady as hell, man. Watch that guy.
Yes.
Come on in, brother. Join us here inside the AKA cage. Bring that over to Mr. Boyer right here.
Real quick, we want to give a big thank you to a lot of our sponsors here. 100% Chiropractic in Lake Charles, Bayou Wraps, EMD, Mammoth, Inked and Judged, Carl Vinson State Farm, the Bogard Law Offices, Buffalo Wild Wings, Lake Charles, Benoit, bybenoit.com, Hackley Enterprise, LLC. Let's see here, we got Rifford Motors, Lake City, Fontenot Construction, All-State, and Cajun Air and Insulation, NVST, Will Guillory's Bell Bonds, Knight Media Printing, Legendary Culture Brand, DSP, the Townsley Law Firm, Architects Tents and Events, Cody J. Vadrine Law Firm, Backwater Charters, 5 Iron Golf, TSH Peptides, and Performance. Thank you so much to all of our sponsors. Really appreciate all of them. They mean so much to us here at American Combat Alliance. These great events could not happen without them. Big shout out to all of the sponsors that back us here at American Combat Alliance.
Houston, if you guys want to take your marketing to the next level, you guys got to check out my people right here with Damn Trucks. Check out these awesome trucks. You can promote your business. You can book them for private events as well. They will put whatever information it is that you want on these trucks. I've seen it rolling around downtown Houston, and they are hella bright at night, so everyone can see what your business is. This is next level, guys. Make sure you guys give them a follow, hit them up, get some more information, and get your business right here on Damn Trucks.
Here at Benoit Nissan, we believe that buying a car should feel like you're coming home. My name is Jason Benoit, and this is more than a dealership. This is part of our family.
That's why every new Nissan comes with Benoit Care. 3 years or 36,000 miles of free oil changes, and also a complimentary lifetime powertrain warranty so that you can drive year after year with confidence. We take care of our customers because that's what families do.
Come experience the difference at Benoit. Don't overpay, do it the Benoit way.
Is all come down to this. Up next will be your AKA 51 main event of the evening. It's going to be 3 rounds of professional lightweight action here inside the AKA cage, brought to you by Carl Vinson State Farm. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet our first fighter.
Ready for war, Aleko Sagliani, getting set to ride into Lake Charles. He said he was coming to burn down the village. He's got a Georgian background, trains out in Las Vegas, prepared to make this moment big against Hunter Smith. Everybody here's been looking forward to this one, and now we await Aleko Sagliani.
I hope he at least spares the Lake Charles Event Center for my sake.
Spare the women and children.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Come in, handle your business, take care of it.
The whole city? We got to burn this bit?
We got to get rid of the village. But, hey, that's a Warriors mindset. Aleko Sagliani ready for war here tonight against Hunter Smith, and he's getting set to make that walk. He's got a ton of experience, a lot of fights out in Georgia. He is 11-7 as a pro, and here he is, Aleko Sagliani, the ghost of Cincinnati. Aleko Sagliani representing Las Vegas, Nevada, and Syndicate MMA. It's a bad man, Matt Schnell.
He's a bad man indeed, and you got to always be a little frightened when your opponent walks out in a silly little hat. It seems to be one of those things that spells something imminent coming your way. So shout out to Aleko Sagliani, representing his country like a stud, coming in with an 11-7 record, 5'9", 155 pounds, a straight monster, a striker more so than you would think. I think when people think Georgia, they think of his countryman, his teammate his training partner, Marab. But this guy is very, very sound on the feet, has a diverse skill set, a lot of kicks, a lot of funky things. Looking forward to seeing him perform tonight in the AKA cage. First time having fighters from Syndicate, hoping to make a relationship with these guys as well, and really looking forward to a fun matchup.
Yeah, and look, he'll have John Wood in his corner right there in his right ear. John Wood just in Wei Li Zhang's corner in a championship fight last weekend. He has been doing tons of fights in the UFC. Tonight he's here for American Combat Alliance, ready to lead Aleko Sagliani into battle against Hunter Smith. And this is going to be a banger. Both of these guys have explosive power. Obviously, there's a little bit of wrestling in the bag for Sagliani, but I'm expecting these two to get in there and throw bombs at one another. Cannot wait for this main event here tonight at AKA 51. Aleko is into the cage. He now awaits Hunter Smith.
And now, Lake Charles, Louisiana. Show your love for his opponent. Here is Hunter Smith.
Hunter Headshot Smith, properly named, and he lives up to it. One-punch power on full display at all times from Hunter Smith out of Lake Charles, Louisiana, representing Three Brothers and Performance Evolution. This is a really talented guy, one of the most talented in the area, Matt.
Absolutely, one of Louisiana's best prospects right now, a guy who we all think has a bright future, a skill set that excites the fans, fan-friendly, no doubt about it, looking sick in his Utah Jazz jersey, trying to extend the momentum that Nevin just had after his big victory. And you got to think he's feeling himself tonight in front of the hometown crowd. You know he sold half the tickets in the building at least. And this is a fun matchup. Two guys, both guys grappling in their back pocket, but more of strikers. There is no doubt about it. Hunter Smith's walkout music impacting my voice. Good golly.
Hunter coming out with the bass, bringing the boom with him as always. Look, he's 6-1 as a pro. He's only tasted defeat one time. That was a tough matchup against Elliot Hebert, who is our champion. You know, Elliot is an absolute monster. We've seen him in the corner here tonight. It's the only time Hunter's tasted defeat. Outside of that, he's been dropping people, putting them to sleep, taking care of business. Tonight, another chance for Hunter Smith to take care of business against Aleko Sagliani. Our main event is set. Hunter Smith is in the cage. We are ready to close out AKA 51.
Ladies and gentlemen, American Combat Alliance is proud to bring to you your AKA 51 main event of the evening. 3 5-minute rounds inside the American Combat Alliance lightweight division. This fight being brought to you by Carl Vincent State Farm. And now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's go time! And now, introducing your first fighter, fighting out of the Bayou Raps blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, coming to you tonight with a professional record of 11 wins and 7 defeats. He is representing Syndicate MMA. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, by way of Tbilisi, Georgia, here is Aleko, the Ghost of Spaghetti Sagliani. And now, introducing his opponent, fighting out of the EMD red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, coming to you tonight with a professional record of 6 wins, and only once has he tasted defeat. He is representing Three Brothers Jiu-Jitsu and the Performance Evolution Fight Team. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Lake Charles, Louisiana. Here is Hunter Headshot Smith.
Scheduled for 3 5s, but this fight could end at any moment with the power in these two hands. Segliani, Smith, AKA 51 main event. It's time.
Calf kick to start the fight. Both guys changing levels, feeling each other out a little bit.
Yeah, certainly deep in the filling out process here in the first 15 seconds.
Hunter's kind of probing that jab down 2 different lines, trying to get Segliani's defense in a position so he can either hook around it or send something straight through it. Inside low kick, the right hand from Segliani, countered, sharp jab.
Yeah, good jab there from Aleko.
Hard kick on the calf.
You can see the hand speed from Hunter Smith.
Such a good pair of hands on both of these guys. Sharp jab, hook, cross. Another jab to follow.
Good moments there for Hunter Smith.
We've seen some great fights tonight, but you can see the skill level of these two guys. Hunter Smith flicks up that lead leg. Big hook to low kick from Aleko Segliani.
Smith returns fire with a kick of his own.
Hook
Nice.
across.
That right hand landed flush for Hunter Smith.
Another hook to cross from Aleko Segliani. Sharp punches. Right hand scores for Hunter Smith.
This is a high-level battle between these two.
I like Hunter Smith jabbing at the body just to change levels, send something different Aleko's way. Again, that hook cross, that time Hunter Smith a little wise to it, able to create some distance. Right hand came close from Aleko.
Hunter Smith back on that jab.
Hard kick, turns Aleko Segliani.
Yeah, one of the better kicks of the night for Hunter Smith. Aleko looking up top, Hunter Smith firing right back. Halfway point of round number 1.
That left leg just wrapped across the body of Hunter Smith. Beautiful level change, underhook. Good defense by Hunter Smith. He's got to be feeling good about that.
You know, I talked to Hunter on the pod, and he just got a huge, what a shot.
I think Hunter clipped him too. He fell funny. These are big shots. This is a big moment for Hunter Smith, trying to put Aleko Segliani away right here. 2 minutes to go in the first round.
What a huge shot for Hunter Smith. Now he ends up on top. Chance to pour on some damage. Corner's calling for elbows here. Hunter smells blood in the water, starting to pour it on. Aleko looking for a takedown, and he'll get it.
Beautiful stuff by Aleko just to keep himself alive, and here jumps the triangle.
Bit of a mistake right there, huh?
A big mistake. Hunter Smith just shucks him off and keeps the better position. Very technical build-up in base. That's how you do it, boys. Ooh!
Aleko firing right back. What a fight.
Hunter Smith pointing to the ground. I would not suggest it, young man. Let's be smart in there. Big shots, big moment from Aleko.
Oh, looking for that uppercut. It looked like Smith got his arm in the way, though.
And they trade right hands. Looked like Aleko got the better of it. Oh, and another right hand from Aleko. Switched knee. Hunter Smith not slowing down. not stepping back. What a scrap.
We have an all-out war here.
Holy cow.
Hunter Smith, cut bad. I mean, he's gashing blood from underneath that right eye. What a fight we got, Matt Snow.
Indeed. We talked about it on the onset. These guys both got to be thinking they want to fight in the UFC one day, and if you're trying to get the UFC's attention, you come out and you fight like this. You got to test yourself against real competition, and that's what these guys are doing tonight. What a scrap.
Two UFC caliber fighters letting it all hang out here in this first round. Another nice low kick by Hunter Smith.
Sharp jab from Hunter. Big right hand.
What an exclamation point at the end of this first round for Sagliani.
Alecko just taking advantage of
Hunter
just kicking down the line and trying to catch him with a counter. Here's one of those insane volleys of punches from this guy where they're just exchanging back and forth. Both of them landing good stuff. Both of them kind of skipping on each other a little bit, putting the other in the stun gun. Crazy first round.
Insane first round. Hunter Smith dropped Alecko. Looked like there was a potential for him to go for the kill. Alecko weathered the storm, and then he started firing back. That seemed to really light a fire underneath Alecko, and he started dropping bombs of his own. Cut Hunter Smith. A sensational first round between these two. And you know something else to pay attention to there. Hunter stuffed that takedown attempt the first time.
Beautiful.
He did a great job with that. That's one of the things that Hunter's been talking about, how good his takedown defense has gotten recently. He was tested early on, dealt with it there. I think he got surprised by the second takedown attempt.
Right. It was kind of in an exchange, in a scramble, and it was a good attempt. Alecko able to get his hands together, drive his legs, and score. But, man, what a fight. Both of these guys fighting at a high level, doing good things, adjusting to each other's adjustments. What a fight.
Hell of a first round. Huge gash under the eye of Hunter Smith. Let's see what round two has in store.
I think it would serve Hunter better to fight less like a knucklehead. He was doing really well when he was being smart, making good decisions, attempting to hit Alecko and hit him where he ain't, so to speak. Ooh! Nice lead leg high kick from Alecko.
Smith probing for the body.
Nice subtle little feints here from Hunter Smith.
Beautiful low kick there by Hunter Smith a moment ago. Sagliani firing back, though.
Sagliani firing back. That low left hook to low kick. I do think that Hunter scored a nice, solid calf kick in there, but still felt like Sagliani kind of got the better of that exchange. Only slightly.
Sagliani looking to the body now.
Good double jab in from Hunter Smith. Snaps the head back of Sagliani. Cross to follow.
You can feel the fans here ready to explode on the edge of their seats. Nice double jab from Smith.
Hunter Smith just effortless, extending that jab.
Alecko does a very good job stringing things together like that.
And it's tricky how he puts things together, too, because right then he threw the same kick behind the same hand and, you know, just trying to get people cross-blocking, catching big right hooks, scores. That's the best punch of the round thus far for Alecko Sagliani. Ooh, that cross stunned Sagliani.
Massive right hand from Hunter Smith. Sagliani able to keep his feet, not this time.
Down, and that's going to be all she wrote for Hunter. Headshot Smith. He gets it done in Lake Charles, Louisiana. What a moment. That man's a prospect.
I told you when he was walking out, this man lives up to his name. Hunter, headshot. Smith, another headshot. Another head on the mantle. What a showing by Hunter Smith. Nearly got the finish in round number one. Comes up with the KO in the middle of round number two. What a showing by Hunter Headshot Smith. You can see him going out to celebrate with his friends and family, and he's got a lot of them here. A lot of these people in the building sold tickets to come see Hunter Smith, and he just put on a show and defended home turf, defended the village for Lake Charles, Louisiana, and it was a hard-fought victory. Had to go through the fire there. Aleko Sagliani's had some great moments towards the back end of that first round, cut Hunter wide open underneath that right eye, but ultimately Hunter headshot Smith comes up with the headshot. He moves to 7-1 now as a professional, and what a way to do it. This guy's a problem. He's a real problem. I mean, we know it here in the South. I think they better take note around the country, though. Hunter Smith's got some serious talent. You know, the thing that he said he's been doing so much is working on that takedown defense. We saw Aleko Sagliani try and shoot on him earlier. He dealt with that, stuffed it with ease, and then he had his way at times on the feet. Obviously, he got the finish here at the end of round number 2. But, I mean, I could just sit here and go on and on about Hunter Smith. As good of a guy in the cage as out of it. Had him on the pod this week. He said he was ready for this. He was excited for this matchup. And sure enough, he has lived up to the hype, lived up to the moment, and defended home turf. You can see him celebrating there with nerve. And you know what? The Lake Charles boys take care of business. They go 2-0. Obviously, vastly different ways the fights finish. But what a showing by Hunter Smith.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee has called a stoppage to the action at 2 minutes, 6 seconds in round number 2, declaring your winner by way of knockout, Hunter Headshot Smith. I don't know about you, Danger. Somebody better get Uncle Dana on the phone for this man.
Lake Charles, Louisiana, I am here with your winner, Hunter Headshot Smith. What a performance, Hunter. What a matchup. Both of you guys going back and forth, exchanging, both guys landing good solid punches. Ultimately, you were able to score the knockout. Tell me how you're feeling right now. Tell me what's going through your mind.
First and foremost, I got to give all my glory and praise to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Without him, I wouldn't be here. Secondly, Aleko, you are an animal, bro. You hit so hard. It's hard to judge power on film, but I tell you what, he has a lot of it. Respect to him and his team. They were professionals. They were here on time with everything this weekend, all the way from Vegas. So can we give them a round of applause, please?
Hunter, this has got to be one of the biggest performances of your career. I obviously know the answer to this, but what do you think's next for Headshot Hunter Smith?
Dana, pick up the phone. Dana, pick up the phone. There's a hungry Louisianian named Hunter Headshot Smith who's ready to wreak havoc in the UFC, baby. I'm ready. My time is now. My time is now.
Hunter, obviously we're here in Lake Charles, Louisiana, your home city. What does it feel like to come out, perform like this, put on in front of your city, this crowd that's here to see you? Just talk about what it means to you for a second.
Man, I understand that my days are numbered as far as competing in front of you guys. You know, a lot of you guys might not know me personally, but I'll give you a quick rundown so you can know who I am. I'm a dad. I'm a husband to a beautiful wife who's at home right now. I sit at home and I play video games and I go to the gym and I bust my ass. There you go. Now you know who Hunter Smith is.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner.
Thank you so much, Matt. By the way, thank you to Matt for everything he's done for this company. Thank you, Miss Amber. And I want to say a special shout out to my coaches, Brian Hanchy, Josh Quahagan, and Walter Monso. Without you guys, I wouldn't be here. And that's the truth. I love y'all with all my heart.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's Lake Charles' favorite son. Y'all give it up for Hunter Headshot Smith.
What a showing by Hunter Smith. Giving a shout out to Dana as well. He said he's ready, Dana. From everything that I've seen, I truly believe this is a young man that is ready. The power is legit. There's a whole lot of tools in his bag as well. The power speaks for itself. Aleko, a very, very admirable opponent here tonight. Nearly put him out in the first round. Took care of business in the second. And, I mean, you can't say enough about Hunter Smith. He's great on the microphone, great outside of the cage. This is a very talented young man who, if he keeps handling his business, I truly believe we will see him at the highest level one day. You can see some good sportsmanship there between Hunter and Aleko.
Kombat Alliance. My name is Dynamite, saying thank you all so much for coming out. God bless you tonight. We'll see you at the Blue Martini in the Golden Nugget for the AKA 51 after party starting now.
Ready to wrap things up here from Lake Charles, Louisiana, AKA 51. What a showing. I mean, some things didn't go the way we wanted them to tonight. We lost some fights. It was kind of a weird week all the way around. But the fights that happened, incredibly competitive the entire night. I mean, every single fight, it felt like, went the distance. The judges had a lot of split decisions, hard decisions for the judges to make. And then you turn to our co-main and our main, and we got what we asked for, especially in the main event. Hunter Smith and Aleko Sagliani going toe-to-toe, blow for blow. An absolutely sensational fight. One that could propel Hunter Smith much higher. Real quick, want to give a shout-out to all of our sponsors once again. 100% Chiropractic, Lake Charles, Bayou Raps, EMD, Mammoth, Inked and Judged, Carl Vinson State Farm, the Bogard Law Offices, Buffalo Wild Wings, Lake Charles, Benoit, by Benoit.com, Hackley Enterprises, LLC, Rifford Motors, Lake City, Limousine, Fontenot Construction, Allstate, John Fear Agency, Cajun Air and Insulation, Will Guillory's Bail Bonds, and NVST Real Estate. Shout out to Knight Media Printing as well. Legendary Culture Brand, DSP, the Townsley Law Firm, Arklatex, Tents and Events, Cody J. Vadrine, Attorney at Law, Backwater Charters, 5 Iron Golf, TSH Peptides, and finally, we have Performance. Again, thank you to all of our sponsors. We appreciate y'all so much. Want to say thank you to everybody for joining us here tonight. Want to give a shout out to our production team, Clear Life Live, for taking care of this broadcast here tonight. Producer, Kurt Casper, Director, Carlos Figueroa, Executive Producers, Kurt Casper, Gardy Garcia, and David Martinez III. Sensational card and a great way to wrap things up. We'll let Matt Snell jump back on here as we prepare to wrap things up. What a way to finish the night, Matt.
Mylanta, I tell you what, and you know, and it's been a troublesome time, and you obviously saw the fight count was